Coming to you from the award-winning Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, PCA's 2024 Best of Leaf Midwest Cigar Bar, Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge, it's the Final Third Podcast.
All right, well, welcome back to the Final Third Podcast on the road in Orange Beach. I'm Rob.
I'm Scott.
I'm the other Will.
I'm Mike.
And we are at Shore Thing Cigars in Orange Beach. It's Luke Bryan's Cigar Lounge. Yeah, it's the second one.
By the way, you know, it is hot as shit out here.
It is hot out here.
I'm sorry,
We
but
don't get the
you
beach
know,
breeze right
we're
there.
outside.
Just don't toss that mic off.
Scotty D Smokes is outside. The shirt's
Yes.
getting unbuttoned.
Oh,
I'm just
that's
telling
a
you
good,
right
that's
now.
a really freaking good idea, actually.
Yeah, I'll move this as
Here, I got
need
you, I got
to,
you.
man. But
Oh, here we go.
I don't know where my bag went.
there we go.
We might get kicked out. but
Oh
that's
no, I'm
okay.
good. I'm good. I got it right here.
Oh, here we go.
You're trying to get me all technical and shit.
This is good. No,
How
this is all
about
good.
that?
We're good.
He's gonna make me put a necklace on. He's gonna make me put a necklace on.
You know, I
so
have
it
a
stays
necklace,
right
too,
in my
if I
man
need to.
boobs. So we've been down here in Orange Beach since what? Sunday?
Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday.
And Janelle and I have been down here a couple days before that, and I had a chance to come over here a few days ago
Yeah.
and smoke this cigar. This is the Paul cigar
Yep.
that we're going to start with, and the Kellner Family Factory. So I know Stan's going to tell us a lot about it. And Rob, you asked about they're a Davidoff Lounge.
Yeah.
Tell
yes.
us about this thing.
So, don't know a lot about it yet. We'll talk to Stan about this too. But this is the Luke Bryan lounge exclusive cigar from Davidoff for them. A little bit more full bodied than I think most of the Davidoff line is. So we're looking forward to trying this. It's called the Encore. It's got the nice little Luke Bryan label on there too. So we're going to get into that as our second cigar of the day. And then we're also going to be sipping on some Bardstown Discovery 10.
Yeah.
We had a nice bottle sitting on the shelf, and it just sounded good today. So that's what we're getting into.
It's a pretty healthy pour.
So we'll find out more about the lounge as we go along. You know, we've been here since Sunday, or you guys have all joined us since Sunday, and Janelle and I have been here a long time, for like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, since like
We've been doing a lot of
2012 or something like that.
Yeah, well, we come down here a lot. I mean, we like it.
Yeah, it's been a cool time, man.
It's been a good
So,
time.
so what have
Beach
you
every
liked so
day.
far? Like, what's been, highlights?
Man, last night was pretty great.
Last night was pretty great.
Seeing Big Earl, that was awesome.
Went to the
At Floribama.
Floribama Lounge.
That was
For
pretty
those
nice.
that don't know, the Floribama Lounge is a lounge that is right on the Florida-Alabama line. It's pretty famous. Jimmy Buffett originally started going and playing there after he was famous. He just loves the Gulf Coast. Loved. Rest in peace, Jimmy. But he started coming around, and then you started seeing other people, Toby Keith, Kenny Chesney. Post Malone was there a few days ago because he was in town
Yeah.
for his concert.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One of our favorite acts is Big Earl, Jack Robertson, who goes by Big Earl, and we had quite the experience last night.
Yeah, it was super fun.
You'd started doing YMCA.
Yeah,
I did.
We started getting nicknames.
Yeah. You're the gay cowboy,
I'm a gay
Cowboys
biker.
and he's the
Got
gay
a thing with
biker.
the gays
Yeah.
for some reason.
It was kind of funny because
big fan.
Big Earl's
Yeah.
singing YMCA, and he almost loses the entire song because he looks over and sees Mike doing YMCA, and he just loses his shit. We don't even know why. It was like, what?
It could have been the giant upside down pineapple on the front of the shirt.
It might have
That
been.
might have worked,
Yeah.
Other than
could
that.
have been it.
It was eye grabbing.
It was. He was very enthusiastic about my dancing skills.
Yep.
So-
We went to Zeke's for dinner the first night.
Zeke's, yeah, that place was incredible.
Holy crap!
The
if you've
Seafood
got
Tower.
The bar
Yeah.
selection was
The bar selection was
wicked.
great. Lots of good whiskeys. The Seafood Tower.
Yeah,
if you've
I'll throw the
got-
pictures up of the seafood tower, the before and after of 18 minutes of ravaging seafood.
If you've got 8 people, get the freaking
Yeah,
Seafood
it,
Tower.
it was, man, it was 100% worth it.
Yeah.
It's like, but like you go to River House in like Louisville and you get a seafood tower and it's like $100. It's a lot, but it was not that much. It was
There
not
was
that
not
much food.
seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last
It was $195.
yeah, but like
but
this was a lot of seafood. Like
2 dozen oysters.
I mean, yeah,
like
that's
2
a lot.
lobsters,
2 whole lobsters,
like
smallest.
4 crab clusters.
4
Yeah.
at least £1.5 crab clusters.
All that,
Yeah,
tuna
like
on
a whole
top
serving
is
of tuna?
2 or 3 pounds of shrimp. The Gulf shrimp are amazing.
ridiculous,
The-
yeah.
the Royal Reds down here.
And as if we didn't have
Okay.
enough off of that,
Oh,
we
yeah,
each got
yeah.
a seafood boil.
Not poke. We figured
well,
that out. It's called.
well,
They call
Tartar.
it tartar.
Tartar.
It was more like a poke.
we thought
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
a poke, but it was really good.
It was amazing. My favorite part's the food.
And then we went to Wolf Bay.
Yeah, Wolf
Yeah,
Bay,
and in the meantime, we also were just sitting out on the beach, basically smoking cigars and
smoking, drinking,
drinking, and
getting
I
sunburned.
like back from home.
Well, some of us are getting sunburned.
some.
Yeah.
Scott's
Some-
getting
more
darker.
than
I'm
others.
just getting darker.
Yeah.
Lisa did not bring the swatches, or
Yeah.
we would have done another Scotty D skin check. She
Yeah.
almost did. She thought about it.
We need the
She
Scotty D
thought
skin
about it.
check.
Lisa, what are you drinking?
Okay, I gotta move this. Sun's hotter than hell.
Oh.
right here.
Paloma.
Oh, they don't rotate.
Getting a little
do they?
hot?
Oh yeah, it's right in the sun where I am.
Oh,
You slide.
we might have to slide in.
Yeah, if we can slide in, that'd be fantastic.
Okay.
I can't even sit here right now.
All right. You want to move that? No.
We'll
Little-
just keep talking while you guys are watching us with the
Little
chairs.
musical chairs.
Construction.
That'll
Yeah.
help. I can deal with the corner of it.
There we go. So we should.
Oh, there's that breeze.
We should bring up. We got this sign here. So Rob, tell us what this sign's all about.
Yeah, so our boy Dwayne Blazik from
Shout out
Oliva
Dwayne.
Cigars. Most of you guys probably know who the guy is. He's super famous. Everyone knows him.
Everybody
I
knows
mean,
that.
Everybody.
across the world.
If you don't know Dwayne,
Exactly. You don't know shit.
yep.
And so he actually is sponsoring our cigar portion of the trip. So he gave us a bunch of cigars to bring down to smoke on the trip, and we
the sign.
very much appreciate him. The sign. We've got a Oliva ashtray back. We got a big lighter back at the.
I got it. I brought it with us.
Oh, you brought it?
condo.
Yeah, I got the
Oh,
illegal
yeah.
one.
So we
Yep.
got all that, and he actually took good care of us, and we want to thank him right here for doing that for us. Super nice guy. We do sell a lot of the Olivas now, and we're going to continue to expand that as well. But thank you, Dwayne, for doing this. This was awesome.
absolutely.
It's really taking good care of us this week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dwayne.
This
Appreciate
goes out to all the
Yeah,
other cigar
Dwayne.
brands.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor future trips,
Yeah.
please
yeah.
reach out to us.
This
Yeah,
could be
Padron.
you.
This could be
talking
you.
to Padron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Balls in your
Right.
court, guys.
We need 5 boxes of Padrones to go.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at a 1926 every morning.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he took. We've had some great cigars. We had the Serie V, we had the Nub Habano, we had the Master
Yeah.
Blends.
You know
Cane.
that nub surprised the shit
The
out of
nub
me
does.
because
It does.
look, I'm not a huge like ring gauge guy, so I see the nubs and I just bypass them pretty much automatically.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen anymore.
No.
Because that nub Habano was really
Yeah.
good.
The blend on it was really good, and it smoked real well for even being a shorter cigar. Smoked
Yeah.
really well, and for a little while, we were kind of surprised at how long it lasted.
It was a very long-lasting cigar. You see that? I mean, nub. You know, it's
Yeah, you figure
short.
It's a 20-minute cigar maybe, but no, we sat out there for almost an hour with them.
Yeah, easily.
Hey, Mike, do I need the necklace for mine? I
No,
got
you'll
it.
be all right.
Okay, because it keeps flipping over, so I'm gonna mess with it.
Yeah, do you have it with you?
I do.
Yeah, throw it on real quick.
All right.
Do.
Always with the technicals.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to make my life easier.
It's a road show.
It is.
Road shows are complicated.
Hey, look,
They
I've
are.
never had it out of here before.
You
Hey, there's a clip too. That's kind of cool.
just clip it to your beard.
Clip it to your beard.
Just
I
braid
would
it
like
in.
to see that.
When you get your Viking braid done, you can just weave it
Yes.
into it.
Magnet
Yes.
right in your beard.
I'm always on mic.
It's a handy little thing. I think it comes with 2 of them, right? There should be one for each. Yeah, there's 2
Yeah,
of them
there's
there.
2 of them there.
Oh, yeah.
So I will say we're waiting on Rob to get this figured out.
You do your thing.
We are staying at Turquoise Place. I've always wanted to stay there, but never had a big enough group come down to justify it.
It's a solid place.
Excellent
It
choice.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta say, as far
It's
as
a,
like,
it's a good layout.
it's a great layout. Every room's got access to a balcony, 4-bedroom. Place is freaking huge.
It's got everything you need there.
It
Yeah.
does.
Even if you have kids, don't have kids, want to have fun, don't want to have fun.
Fuck them kids.
By the way, fuck them kids. Yeah. And we're talking about you, TJ.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
And Grant.
You
little
suck,
bastard.
TJ.
We're in the lazy river, and TJ just keeps causing problems. His brother yells, "Stop, TJ, stop!" Yeah,
2 laps.
2 laps. before their
Fucking
dad finally
TJ.
came and yanked them out.
Then they followed us to the water slide.
Yeah,
At least they were
bastards.
That water slide. So that's another thing. There's a bunch of amenities there, man. Food on the first floor, a bar right by the pool.
Yeah,
Which our salmon bennies for breakfast was
they were great.
amazing. It probably would have been better had I not still been drunk this morning.
Yeah, we really tore it up at Floribama.
Probably would have
Stuff
ate all of
happens.
it.
I've talked a lot about Floribama on
Yeah.
other shows, so it's if you haven't
It's,
been there,
It's an interesting place. Like
It's-
you said, like it's not a nice place.
No.
Like you're not going there because the raving reviews are great.
yeah. I mean,
It's still highly rated.
as Big
Yeah.
Earl says, you don't want to take a shit here.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not wrong. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's probably syphilis all over all those toilets. Yeah, maybe crabs. I don't know.
Yeah, I could
Is that why
100%
they do
see
it on
that.
sound check?
That must be the reason. Yes. Yeah, but you know, it's a fun roadhouse bar, and it's really well known. Super cool place.
Shout out Christina,
Yep.
Yep.
our waitress.
Our waitress.
Yeah,
She was
shout out.
great.
She was
The
awesome.
Bushwhackers were awesome.
So I hear.
And then the night before, when we were at Wolf Bay, shout out to Mary.
Shout out to Mary.
Mary took care of
She did a
us.
good job,
She
yeah.
did a great job. And let's
Music
talk a little
act.
music.
We can't-
Shout out Coop.
Coop.
Who can forget
Coop.
Coop at
Oh,
Zeke's?
man.
Hooking us up with the sweet tea shots.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hell
yep.
yeah.
And then
She was great.
And then our music acts at
Yeah.
Wolf Bay. It was Shay
White and Carl.
Oh my
Shay
God.
White and
Yeah.
Carl.
Shay White
Phenomenal.
Music. Look them up on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
probably is his
probably.
band. Yeah, probably. So we'll link to that too.
Which
Yeah,
nothing
probably.
personal, Shane, in case you watch this, but I feel like it's probably time to like get another album together, buddy, because
Yeah.
You need one.
your vocals are stunningly good, and I don't feel like the songs we found online from
Represented
probably
it.
really
Yeah.
properly represented his.
Well,
I
this
mean, there's
boy-
still a jam, but
capability.
This boy comes out and he looks like a country boy. He looks like a boy from Alabama. Mm-hmm. He's got his hat on, got the little
Roll
beard
Tide.
going. Looks like
Roll
he's gonna
Tide.
yell "Roll Tide" any moment. And he comes out there and then starts singing Prince and hits every freaking note. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell just happened here? I mean, he was on fire.
yeah.
And
It
he-
was
Singing
crazy.
Etta
he-
James.
Etta James. Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
like,
nailed
that
it.
was
Etta James
awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude.
Marvin Gaye, man. Oh.
Oh yeah, it was a Let's
And then
Get It On.
Antoine, was he like one of the busters
one of
or
the
something
busters.
there? Just
Yeah.
came up,
Oh,
started doing
dude.
reggae. Like,
Dude, he could do
It's
Marley
ridiculous.
like it's nobody's business, and we've
Yeah.
seen him do that before.
sounded like a family member. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
yeah.
And then walked right over and wiped down the bar.
Yeah.
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 He's like, oh, let me pick these dishes up,
That's
and then
his break.
Yeah.
He just goes and yeah, it was crazy.
Mm.
Thanks, Lisa. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't go sideways.
Let's say we're
You might be able to turn
a
that
parasail.
one. I don't
It's
know.
all right. It's all right.
We'll get.
I'm on the edge.
it's a parasail.
I'm living on the edge.
All right, so
It is hot out here. This is the hottest day we've had so far.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, today is the hottest
And we're a
day.
little
It's like
inland
82.
too, so it's a little warmer
Yeah.
in here.
That's a good point.
I'm a
That's
little
really good
lit,
point.
litty titty.
Well, yeah, we did some drinks this morning,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
that
ended up
green,
doing
what's
a-
that? What was that called? The beach tiki
Tiki Hut tea.
Tiki Hut tea.
Ah, I remembered it.
It was like a green tea
You
shot.
didn't remember
on
Jen's
ice.
order,
It was
but
so
you
good.
remembered Rob's.
I already forgot what hers was.
It's
Blue
also
something.
like in a
the
bucket.
Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon. That's
Yeah.
it.
You had to ask her 4 times just
Yeah.
while waiting to order.
I know.
The key we figured out is you go up there and you tell them to double up the alcohol, and
then
they'll
distract
literally
her.
empty bottles into it. I mean,
Yeah.
she had the big
Complimentary.
On mine, I knew yours was big too, but she had the blender, and she just starts pouring it in there. It's like that much liquor in the bottom of the blender before she even starts putting ice and shit. I'm like,
Well, I mean,
and it's
all right, I
only
guess
for
we're on
one
it.
drink.
Full.
One drink.
Yeah, full.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous amount.
The Paloma that I
It was
had,
good. That was a solid
good,
Paloma.
yeah.
I mean, the one I had in the cup was really, really tasty, but then I got the one in the bucket, and it was nuts. Stan, you gonna come join us? We're trying to.
Oh, it's all good. It's not going to get over to here.
Stan's gonna take care of us. He's
Stan's
got
the
it
man.
all. Stan's gonna join us on the podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Heck
he's
yeah.
a manager here at this location in Orange Beach. We know
now
that.
we're picking up pay-per-view.
Not quite.
Oh man, look at this. We're looking pro style again. Enjoy live harness racing action at Harrah's Hoosier Park, Tuesday through Saturday through November 30th. First post on weeknights is 6:15 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Saturdays. Also enjoy the Hop Bebop concert series to go along with racing on Saturdays with local musical acts live from the Hop Outdoor Recreational Area from 7 to 10 p.m. Admission is free. Harrah's Hoosier Park, premier gaming in the heart of the Midwest. And we're with Stan. Stan from Shore Thing Cigars.
Yes,
Stan, thank you for having us, first of all.
Oh, of course.
Really appreciate
Thank you guys for being
it.
here.
Yep. We met earlier, last week, I think? It was late last week?
Saturday morning?
That might have been right.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
I don't know. It's been a drunken escapade for me for the last couple days. So having some fun out here in Orange Beach. So one, tell us about yourself. You from here originally?
So I'm actually from the Panama City area. So we have another location over there on 30A. So I grew up over there. I was a customer at that shop for years. That's how I got to know the owners.
They drag you in, don't they?
Oh yeah.
They make you do crazy things like join their podcast.
Yeah.
Go to Orange Beach.
Go on their
vacation.
and all this crazy
Go
shit.
on tour.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
It's absolutely terrible, you know.
He's like, hey, would you take some days off and go to Chattanooga so we can record a show? Fine.
Yeah,
Oh
whatever.
darn, if I have to.
Okay. So you're in Panama City, you're a customer, you end up becoming an employee.
Yes, sir. You know, got to be good friends with the owners, and they were opening a shop over here, and they just kind of reached out. If you're interested in ever working for us, we have this opportunity for you. I didn't even know where it was going to be, and I said yes. Like, I didn't care where it was. I was like, you tell me that I can go run a cigar shop, I'm all in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started doing the build out a year ago this month. So been going back and forth and running it since then.
So do you have some input on the build out process?
Not really. So the owner, he is very much a creative mind,
Okay.
and he had it designed, ready to go. I was coming over and small tweaks or just hey, let's extend the bar, where the machines should go, that kind of stuff I had input on. But as far as the actual look and feel of the shop, he had that
That was
planned
all
out,
them,
ready
yeah.
to go. A lot of it having to do with kind of like the backstage feel at a concert. So the spotlights in there. When you're in the shop, you kind of feel like you're on stage. With the shiny floor, everything. So he had a vision for it already.
Okay.
Nice.
So obviously we know this is associated with Luke Bryan
Yes, sir.
as part of ownership, and we're not going to talk too much about that. Maybe at some point we'll be back down here again.
Yeah.
We'll get a chance to meet the owner, and that'd be a lot of fun. I love coming to this area, so I'm looking forward to coming down here and enjoying more time at your lounge. Now you got this cigar that we're smoking right here. Is that what you're smoking as
Yes,
well?
sir.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about how this cigar came to be and its relation to the shop here.
Yeah. So this is the Paul signature cigar. So Paul Copeland, he's the co-owner of the shop. He runs the day-to-day. He's the actual tobacconist for the shop. And this is made by Kellner Cigars in the Dominican. So Paul and Klaus Kellner have been friends for 12 years, if I remember correctly, going back to Paul's shop in Nashville. So they've known each other for a long time. And Klaus had reached out. He was starting a new cigar factory down in the Dominican. And Paul said, hey, if you're looking, I want to be your first customer.
Hell yeah.
And we actually got to be his very first customer.
Nice.
We went and visited his factory last April, and he literally had full rollers in there, just getting going, and was rolling this exact cigar that we're smoking right now.
Nice.
Paul had done 12 or so private blends between our Shore Thing blends, the Luke Bryan cigars. He had done some for some vineyards as well, but this is the first one that he did for his palate, and that he wanted to put his name on. So this is something very special to him. Amazing feedback from the cigar as well. He likes a more bold cigar, obviously, but just phenomenal, great all-around smoke. And to be able to do that with a close friend of ours, with Klaus Kellner, is just amazing as well.
So we're smoking almost the last of this version 1.
Yeah, so I think we made 7,000 of them, if I remember correctly. And we are down to...
Grant's got some drinking to do.
Shout out to Grant.
Shout out to Grant.
Hey, Grant. I think between the two locations, we probably have 150, maybe 200 of these left.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So we're getting down to the very end
Yeah.
of them. And then we have version 2 out right now. We did the same thing, made 7,000 of those. I think we're already down to like 3,000. So that one sold extremely fast. That one got released in July.
So is there a version 3 we can expect?
I can't confirm or deny.
Gotcha.
On that.
Fair enough. All right. All right.
It's like a true cigar brand.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
Can't
I
confirm
love
or
it.
deny.
Yep.
So this actually
No.
does have a lot more body than what a typical Dominican cigar has.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. I like this.
Yeah,
Do you know what the blend is off of this one?
So,
It's not all
As long as it's not-
Dominican, because I remember
correct. So
Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
Brazilian Matafina
Oh, okay. That I
on the
I get
binder
it.
that giving you that little that spice.
Yeah.
Ecuadorian Habano as well, and then the 3 Dominican fillers. So that's what's going to give you that kind of like a salt and pepper kind of spice
Yep.
in this cigar.
Yeah. It's got a great retro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
It really does.
Super spicy.
Yes.
Now-
Yeah.
You mentioned this cigar and the other Paul having some salt notes. None of us, I mean, we're all from the cornfields of Indiana, right? And you've grown up in salt life.
Yep.
I hate saying that. You know, I know it's such a
Roll
pet.
tide to that, brother.
We see salt life stickers in Indiana. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we're nowhere near the damn ocean. Give me a
Yeah,
break.
roll time, brother.
Cars with those stickers are usually for the salt under the car that's starting.
I drove on the beach at Daytona once. Now
Yeah.
my car's rusty. out.
More likely, you just drove in Indiana during the winter and you had salt on the road, and that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
closest you get to salt
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Your car will never be the same.
Exactly. But you know, does the salt in the air, does the ocean air, I know you're obviously, still in the humidor, but it's everywhere. I mean, if you're
Yes.
anywhere near salt water, the one thing I've heard, I have friends who live, on a beach or whatever, somewhere close in a beach community. They said it doesn't matter. Like you got, a washer and dryer.
It's gonna rust out
in
inside.
like 3 years.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you just better be ready to buy new ones and be done with it.
Yes.
And do you feel like that it's something that permeates the cigars here? I don't mean this in a
not-
bad way, by the
no,
way, because
no,
actually I
no.
think salt note can be really interesting
Yeah.
in a cigar.
So I know originally the salt note on this specific blend kind of came from giving it kind of a old school Cuban feel. A lot of Cuban cigars grown along the coastline, they get that salt spray and get that natural salty flavor. So that's kind of where this came from. The second version, so Paul, he loves to host people whenever they're in town. And last time that Klaus was in town with us, we cooked a great rack of lamb. So the
yeah.
flavor on the second Paul was kind of meant to pair with the food that Paul likes to prepare for his VIP guest.
Nice.
So it just so happened that salt seemed to balance with both of those. But that's kind of where the salt flavors came from in these cigars.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Not
Nice.
not necessarily the salt life aspect of it,
Yeah.
but just the way that we live, how we like to hang out with our close friends and family.
All you got to
Yeah,
do
I'm
is
not
put a
getting-
sticker on it that says Salt Life, and that's
There you go.
really right.
I'm not getting the salt, on the palate as much, but it's like literally on the
I
roof
am.
of your mouth and on your lips. I can taste
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
right
almost
there.
like
Get a little bit
eating
on the
salt
tip
and
of your
Vinny's.
tongue from the top of your mouth. Almost.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's
It's
Having a
subtle.
margarita
It's
and
subtle.
that salt
it's
hits you
weird.
last. Yeah, it's very good.
I don't think I've ever tasted anything like this.
It's not a harsh pepper either. It's almost like a white pepper.
It is much
Yeah.
more like a white pepper, I thought. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
did
the
not
white.
think it was strong
The,
black.
that's what I get on the retro is that like white pepperness.
Very much.
because it's spicy enough to give you that like. It's not black pepper. It's not
I
subtle.
almost thought, as weird as it sounds, I kind of thought it was like when you get those red, green, white, black peppercorn.
Oh, the peppercorn.
blends.
Oh,
the whole
yeah?
peppercorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was more than that.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
the
has
medley.
More kind
No.
of somewhat, subtle, almost slightly fruity type notes to it.
That's a
that
good call.
You get
Yeah.
from that peppercorn mix.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel it right on the tip of my tongue too. It's like it's right there. This is
So,
really good.
You guys are at the wharf.
Yes, sir.
For those that don't know, Orange Beach, the wharf. You've got the beach that's a couple miles from here as far as drive time. But this is a big kind of shopping area, lots of restaurants. Obviously, we see some condos and there's some hotels up here. So this is pretty popular. And marinas out here. I'm sure that there's fishing charters and all that sort of stuff. There's also the
Ferris wheel.
amphitheater.
Yes.
And this being, a bar that is associated with Luke Bryan. We know, I think you said your Panama City location does not have a private room.
Yes, sir.
But you do here with lockers that you rent and that sort of stuff.
Yes, sir.
And I'm assuming there's some association sometimes with some artists that come through. They might have a little place to pop in.
Yeah. It gives them a little sense of privacy if they need it. That's one of the perks of being a locker owner here at the shop is you never know who's actually going to be here. We don't ever advertise it, disclose it.
Of course.
Just like how we like our own private time, they like to be just a regular person as well.
Yep.
And they greatly enjoy that. But it is nice being able to have a spot where some nice high-end clients, they just want to come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an amazing feeling that when they're in town, they go, hey, I want to go hang out at the Cigar Lounge, have a drink, and just chill.
No
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
place.
That
None, right?
No better place.
Oh, yeah.
How much do we talk
Yeah.
about the Cigar Lounge culture?
Yeah, that's
Right?
it.
It's,
That's it.
it's huge.
Yeah.
And in that same note, if you have a local cigar lounge, we're smoking your cigars today. We're drinking the liquor that you poured for us.
As it should be.
We're paying for all of it, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
isn't gratis or anything. Just a note of etiquette here. Look, if you're going to your local lounge, whether it's a cigar bar or your lounge, whatever,
Yeah.
look, support them.
Yeah.
Buy their stuff, right? They only stay in business if you're actually shopping there. So make sure that you visit. Shore Thing, awesome in Orange Beach. We love the place. I mean, it's beautiful. This outdoor area is great. Indoor seating as well. You keep the doors open, but the air conditioning's on in there because
Yes.
it's quite a bit cooler in there.
We'll get a little video of
We'll do a
around
little
the shop
walkthrough and
little bit
stuff.
too.
We'll post
Yep.
some
People can
videos.
see it if they're down here
Yeah.
because this is a great vacation spot. I will say right now, this is your vacation spot that you go to if you don't want to go to spring break hell,
Yeah.
or you want to go
Oh,
to
yeah. 100%.
where all the kids are all over the place and stuff like. Which is nothing wrong with the kids. You gotta have a place for the vacation for that.
And speak for
this
yourself.
this is literally a place for you to hang out and actually, as adults, really have a good time. So.
Yes, Jen.
Final Third Cigar is Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge. Come to Final Third for a selection of over 20 different Aladino cigars, including the Cameroon, a wonderful cigar with nice light flavors. Make sure and visit Final Third, the Aladino exclusive cigar lounge for Indiana. Stan, thank you so much for
Thanks,
hosting
babe.
us.
Of course.
Much appreciated.
Thank you very
Thank you
much
guys
for
for stopping
joining
by.
us. We really appreciate it. Make sure you visit Shore Thing Cigars in Orange Beach. It's awesome. It's such a great place. I'm so excited you guys are open because you just opened in what, May?
In May.
5 months, right?
Yeah, 5 months ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
still new, still getting the name out there, but
Things going well?
oh
Getting
yes,
a good,
sir.
Good
Extremely
crowd.
well. Yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah, I mean the locals have been amazing. This area needed something like this. There's not a cigar shop lounge within 45 minutes of here. You know, you had to order your stuff online, and it may be dried out by the time it gets to you,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Which, it is what it is. But to have somewhere where you can actually come enjoy it year round, middle of the winter, instead of sitting out on your patio freezing your ass off, you can
Exactly.
come here and still enjoy it.
Wait, it gets cold here?
for like 2 weeks out of the year.
Well, it gets to like 50?
And you
What-
are a Davidoff Lounge, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, so we're a Davidoff appointed merchant. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
definitely Davidoff, Padron.
yeah, a lot of Padron in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
Padron.
Padron, Fuente, Liga, Undercrown. We try to carry a little bit of everything, so no matter what your palate is, we have
Yeah, did you
something
see
for
this?
you.
Well, we'll throw
The
in a good
Fuente
word because I
samplers.
don't know that you have Oliva.
I have the Milanios in stock right now.
Okay, you do have Milani.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Oliva
Yeah.
sponsored our trip down here with cigars,
Awesome.
so
Yeah.
we're big shout out.
Plugging them.
Glad that you guys also carry some Oliva cigars.
Oh, yes, sir.
Make sure and visit
Yep.
Shore Thing Cigars, Orange Beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stan, thanks again for joining us.
Yes,
Really
sir.
Thanks, buddy.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
Of course. Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
You're
so
welcome to
much.
hang out as long as you want to with us and chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
sir.
If you don't have to run off, we're not telling
No,
you to
not
leave.
yet.
All right. Well,
Good,
will you
good.
tell
Good
us
you
then
guys
when
do.
you have to leave, and we'll
Oh, yes, sir.
we'll take a pause. But
So did you move here just when the shop was opening?
So I moved here 6 months ago. I borrow a lighter?
Lighter?
Right
yeah,
here, boss.
so.
Sorry. I'll leave a lighter.
Leave a lighter.
Yeah.
So I commuted back and forth since last November during the build out. Helping with the construction of the shop, all of that. Moved over here full time in April when it was time to actually open the store.
So you've been
Man, that's
probably just like working like a dog pretty much most of the time rather than being able to explore the area much?
For the most part, now that we're actually fully open, the grand opening is done, all of this, I'm actually getting to enjoy the local area, which is phenomenal. It reminds me of the Panama City 38 area when I was growing up before it got too crazy busy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
So I
Panama
personally
City's
love
kinda
that.
gone crazy now.
Yes, sir.
It's huge touristy. It's like Gulf Shores.
Yes.
But like times 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's kind of like going back in time, coming over here and having that more low-key, easygoing feeling, which you don't get a whole lot of in a lot of beach towns anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, our anniversary is this week, so 20th of October. So it was just convenient that it was like this week. But we went to Panama last year and we stopped by the lounge in Panama and you guys were closed for your Davidoff event that
Yes,
you guys
sir.
were doing there. I was
Panama or
bummed.
Destin?
Is that what it was?
Destin.
Well, no, it's Panama.
It's
They're in
Panama, it's
Panama.
Panama.
So
I
we
thought
were-
you guys were in Destin.
So we're on 30A
oh,
On the way
between
to
the
Destin.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha, okay.
We were working our way to Destin because we were going to see my mom
Yeah,
in
okay, I
Miramar.
gotcha.
So you found out
Man.
why they were closed? It was
Yeah, they had a Davidoff event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was like the top of my list of my notes. I was like, where the fuck were you on October 22nd, 2023 at 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon? He was like, I remember that day.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, we had a Davidoff event. I was like, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense,
yeah.
yeah.
That
So,
does make sense.
but that day we ended up, and they were down there the week before us, so they went to the harbor.
Yep.
And that place was
Harbor
awesome.
Cigars,
Yeah.
Right next to the liquor store. And we bought up all their TAA Murcielagos from them last year. And
So that's a good question
yeah.
too, because Indiana is one of those states where you can smoke and drink in the same establishment, which is stupid why you can't.
Yes.
Other states around us, all the states, well, not all the states, but
most of them.
Michigan you can, but
yeah, most of them.
The other three around us you can't.
Illinois, you can't.
Florida,
No,
obviously,
you can. You can in Kentucky. You just can't in Louisville. That's a
You
city
can't smoke
ordinance.
inside
ordinance,
and have a drink
In
cigar,
Kentucky,
though,
you
in
can.
Kentucky.
Yeah, because
Lexington.
the
Lexington.
What is it? The
Yeah.
Wait,
Continental.
oh, that's right, Lexington. You
Yeah.
can.
No, not is it the Continental?
Louisville,
What's
it was Louisville
Louisville, it's the
Yeah.
city, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause you
so
gotta go across
obviously
the river to
Florida allows you
Jeffersonville,
to
yeah.
do that here, so
Yes,
there's
sir.
no rules
Florida
on
and
any of that
Alabama.
stuff. Okay,
Correct.
cool.
Yes, sir.
Florida and Alabama, yeah.
It makes it a little easier for sure. 'Cause you guys got a
Definitely.
great bar selection already. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're planning on adding more stuff and rotating
Oh,
stuff
yes,
in and
sir.
out. Like,
You
they
know-
got beer on tap. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Which we might actually have to get some more glasses because
Yeah.
we ordered the double pour of this, but we need to.
Well, I don't know. Rob's kind of slacking over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I looked at mine. I was like, I fucking barely drank anything out of this.
Well, the
This
rest
is
of
really
us-
good.
The rest of, a few of us have been drinking a little bit. I mean, having a bucket
No.
of.
I mean,
You guys are
Somebody
slacking
woke
now.
up still drunk.
I woke up drunk
Yeah.
and went straight for the salmon Benny.
I mean,
so.
we were up. I told you we were going to go see Big Earl. We went and saw
Yeah.
Big Earl yesterday, and yeah,
Killer.
that just wrecks your whole night.
It does. It does.
So you've seen Big Earl?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
it.
you
Yeah.
were out
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
We- yeah,
You
we
got,
were
like,
there
a
till
favorite
11.
watering hole besides the cigar lounge around here.
Or do you have time?
My time has been spent just kind of hopping around and getting a feel for the different local places. Being
you been to the
being so.
Sloop?
I've been to the Sloop. I do like the Sloop.
The Sloops.
Yeah.
That's
See
like
the
a
stickers.
locals place.
Yeah.
It's a cool place,
yeah,
man.
yeah. That's a local dive. Great food. Open late night. Kitchen's open is open till like 1 a.m. or something like that.
Oh, that's
perfect.
I mean, you can't beat that. When it's, hey, I've had a few drinks. I need a Philly cheesesteak to
Yeah, there you go.
to keep going. Great spot.
that
Yes.
outdoor area. It's so weird. It feels like you're going to somebody's backyard, and
really-
then it's like a beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they brought in beach sand, if from what I heard,
Did they bring it in there? I
to
wondered.
to do that
Yeah.
outside area.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
We've been coming down here for so many years. We've got to explore, and we still have. We hadn't been to Zeke's,
Yeah.
and we went
Went to
there
Zeke's Sunday night.
and it was amazing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great
Super
food,
nice.
and actual local fish.
Yeah.
Right.
They have their own marina right there. They're bringing it in.
Yeah.
It's fresh, not frozen, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
it makes a huge difference on the
So,
quality of the meals.
This is interesting. Since I've been coming down here so much, I follow, like, I'm part of a lot of groups and follow pages local to the area, right? And there's this big thing now on the Gulf Coast about the shrimp. I don't know if you've heard about this, but the shrimp at like shrimp festivals and things like that, it's all meant to promote local fishing,
Yes.
and like 80 or 90% of the shrimp comes from overseas.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
like, and so now there's laws that are getting put into place that like
To
require
keep the
testing
local-
and, yeah.
Well, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, is that
If
the
you're
sign they have
good-
up that says they're, or like that's an Alabama thing, right? Like you have to have fish from, or you have to disclose where the fish is from. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah,
or the
great.
country of origin of your
Yes.
fish. Yeah, even
Yeah, so
even
if you
Hardee's
say-
has it. Went to breakfast at Hardee's and they
Yeah.
had the sign there.
Yeah, so if you have Gulf shrimp, like you can't just say that and then buy them from, Thailand.
Yeah.
Which I think
Yeah.
is like Thailand is where a lot of shrimp comes from. Yeah. But I know there's a town over here, Bon Secours,
Yes.
that's where a lot of the shrimp boats come
Correct.
in, and they got a lot of the fish markets over there, and you can
Yeah,
get
the-
fish and shrimp from over
Yeah,
there.
that Bon Secours fishery, if you took this canal down by boat, in 10 minutes you would be at their main docks where their shrimp boats go out of.
Yeah.
But, throughout the years,
Thank
the
you.
different hurricanes and things that have hit here just messed up the fisheries for so long, and trying to bring it back up, people just had to order elsewhere for so long.
Yeah.
And I mean, just like anything else, goods made in China and this and that, like it can be cheaper, but we want to support local as much as we
Yeah,
can.
100%.
So that's definitely been a big push in the last few years, not just here in Orange Beach, but 30A as well. We have all this amazing product right here. Let's just take care of it,
Yep.
bring it in, and
The grouper and the flounder out of the Gulf is amazing.
Oh, that
Red
was killer.
snapper when it's in season.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Always so good. It's tough to get some of the, like you can find mahi, but I don't know that much of it's local because you got to go out a ways.
not really. I mean, out of here, you can go out 10 miles and catch mahi.
Can you?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I got in Pensacola when we stopped at the Ore House. I got mahi tacos. They
Yeah.
were killer.
Yeah, you had mahi yesterday too.
Yeah. Oh man. And then he got the flounder at Wolf Bay.
Oh, this crab
The stuff-
stuffed flounder.
Oh,
Have you
man.
had that?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was
Oh,
so
my
good.
goodness.
So good.
Yes.
Oh, you get a whole freaking
Yeah.
fish on the plate, and you feel like you've eaten all of it, and then you're like, wait a second,
wait.
you turn it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother
Oh,
fish.
shit, there's like another 2 pounds of fish here. Yeah, I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Well, we took it home. We made some omelets yesterday
yeah.
morning and filled it up with the fish.
Oh yeah,
good.
scrambled
Took my
eggs
peelings.
with
Yeah.
with flounder. Amazing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Sounds
have thought
good.
that, but
It's so good.
it worked. It played.
I bet it did.
Especially when you dump a bunch of crystal on it. Yeah.
Shout out to Crystal.
Shout out.
to Crystal, because
Yeah.
you can't get that shit in
We were
Indiana.
looking
It's
for
hard to
sponsors.
find.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Please, Crystal, if you want to sponsor us.
Please,
Yeah.
Crystal, start
Yes.
shipping more stuff to Indiana.
Yeah,
For
no
goodness
shit.
sake, we need your hot sauce up there. It's so freaking good.
I used to order it off Amazon whenever it started shipping because one of my bosses used to go to Louisiana all the time, and she would bring home like cases of it. She'd be like, here's a bottle of Crystals. I'd never heard of it, and I was like, this is the best hot sauce I've ever had in my life.
It's full of flavor. It's not hot just to be hot.
It isn't. No.
It has good flavor
And
to
it's
it.
not
Yeah,
even
that's why I don't like
really,
Tabasco.
if you're like a guy that likes like hot sauce, it's
That's
not
not
your
your
No.
it's not.
But the flavor is
yes.
spot on.
And
It's
it's
everything.
so good with like seafood.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, like
Seafood in particular, but like
seafood in
literally
particular,
everything.
Like
really is
local
like-
raw oysters, just a little splash of that crystal on it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I gotta
mean,
say, I
it's-
like that, especially when I'm on the raw oysters. If I'm gonna do like the minuet, which is like the red wine vinegar and shallots, I'd rather use Crystal than Tabasco because the
Yeah.
Tabasco is so vinegar heavy.
Yeah.
It overpowers it.
It really does, but the Crystal adds that nice little bit of heat.
I'm a
to
horseradish guy, man. I go horseradish,
Yeah.
minuet, and then some crystals on top. And
Okay.
that's how it's going down.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say that minuet.
It was killer.
Was
Dude, we were dipping
freaking
everything in that.
amazing.
We
Yeah,
dipped the crab in
Zeke's.
that, everything.
Yeah,
Everything was
Wolf
going in the
Bay,
minuet.
Wolf Bay.
No, it
Yeah.
was Zeke's.
Oh, that was Zeke's.
Yeah, that was
That's
at
right,
Zeke's.
That was
Yeah.
Zeke's. That's
The
right.
Steve
Seafood
had so much
tower.
good food,
Yeah,
I don't
they
even know
took
what
Yeah.
the
it is.
seafood tower away, and they're like, well, we'll hang on to these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we smashed the seafood tower in
Yeah,
like
and then
16
Liesel
minutes.
kept the butter candle.
No, yeah.
They
Oh, they-
served us
so they-
drawn butter.
oh,
and
it's
think about
hilarious.
This
Yeah.
big for
And
that.
It got chilly.
Yeah.
And it got hard.
Oh, geez.
Yes. Yes. It's
backwards.
normal. That's backwards. That's when we get
I don't
chili
know.
and
Ice
hard.
cubes will do a trick.
So yeah, man,
Worked
seafood's
well for
great.
corn.
Yeah, oh yeah, he
That's
took
right,
the little
you gotta
corn roll and
roll
just
it
rolled
in the
it.
water, Damn.
Oh, I was like, that's a crop duster. Nope, that's a dump truck.
Yeah.
Dump truck.
Everything on that bridge just kind of echoes as they drive over.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure right here with all these tall buildings right here. That's crazy. Well, I don't have any notes because all of our phones are recording.
Oh.
Yeah.
What else do we have on there? Oh man, I don't remember.
Come on.
Oh, you don't
production,
remember? Figures.
Mike's still drunk from
what?
last night. What are you talking about?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yeah,
so
French
you're
lick, there you
leaving
go.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us
Tell
So-
us where you're going.
So-
This is crazy, by the way, because we're Indiana boys, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you are going
To French Lick, Indiana.
Yeah, dude, that's-
the birthplace of Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And also the home of French
Yeah.
Lick Resort in
Yep.
West Baden and the
Yeah.
springs that used to be there.
Yep.
Where they would,
What is it? Pluto Springs? Is that what they call it? Or
was
Pluto
so-
water
yeah,
or something
I think
like that?
was it. My dad remembers drinking it as a kid.
Mhm.
Like, and apparently this is like whatever's in the water is like
It's-
a Schedule 1 drug. That's in a minuscule amount, but they won't let them send the water out anymore because of that.
It's a natural sulfur spring,
yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Huh.
Yeah, and they used to sell it as a medication.
Yes,
Yeah.
the medication is like a controlled substance.
Yeah.
It's just like cocaine.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's cocaine in the water. It's like Coke back in the day.
Yeah. I just like the way it
Totally
smells.
Ask somebody from our trip about that.
I just like the way it smells.
So we talked a little bit, I talked with you a little
Yes.
bit about Spirits French Lick, which
Yep.
we know they're going through some changes in their business right now. We still
Yeah.
love those guys down there, and the winery is still going. Obviously, Alan has left.
Shout out Alan Bishop.
Shout out to Alan Bishop. But
Yep, Justin's left
Justin
now.
has left as
Yep,
well,
yep.
and they decided to stop distilling for now, which
Yep.
they had some great
It
brandies. Definitely highly recommend you go in there, get a bottle of their brandy. They probably
yeah.
should have some barrel strength brandy
Yeah,
in there.
definitely
Okay.
find the barrel proof brandy. It's, I mean, you can't fly back with it. It's hazmat.
I mean,
Just saying.
I'll ship it back.
Yeah.
Tell them it's hot sauce. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But did you mention that you were a bit of a cognac guy? A
Yes,
little
sir.
bit?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Because you guys sell Louis Trey here, and
Yes,
you sell
sir.
Remy XO.
Yep, and then the Davidoff VSOP as well, which is made by Hein
Okay.
Cognac.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was a partnership that Davidoff Cigars did with Hein. We carry that one as well.
So,
But-
so you definitely know a little bit of traditional brandy. This will be apple brandy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you get a chance, if there's some way that we can connect you with Alan, I don't know that he's got anything open yet, but definitely he's got Old Homestead
Yep.
Yeah.
Old
down there
Homestead.
that he's
Patoka
working
Lake.
on.
He's starting to
Yeah.
make it, but it's going to have some aging time.
Yep,
But he's
yep.
starting to make it over there.
So we'll do our best. I don't know if he's going to be ready to have any visitors, but
This dude is a wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
So his first thing that he did at Old Homestead was sunshine, not moonshine,
Okay.
because he did it from distilled sunflowers. So he
Oh, wow.
he
seeds.
malted
sunflower
them.
seeds. So he self-malted on racks sunflower seeds.
Oh, wow.
And then distilled them down.
And I've tasted
And
it about 140
it's pretty
proof.
solid.
It's pretty
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
solid.
Actually, it was about 160
Yeah,
proof, I think.
it was.
That was, yeah.
It was up there. Like, I mean, that shit I wouldn't hold a lighter to.
Yeah.
Now, they're going to be proofing that down because it's for the
Oh yeah,
it's
you know,
for the lake crowd.
We get the good
Yeah.
samples.
you
but,
get the 60, 70 proof
Yeah.
stuff for the lake because you don't want to get hammered.
But it's
right
wild talking
away.
about that too because I guess Rob found out that Justin Whaley was in Gulf Shores this
Yeah.
week. He's with his
Right.
family in Gulf Shores.
Well, they've been over in New Orleans now, so we're probably going to see him.
A little further
okay.
past, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like that's just a fucking small world. Like,
Which, if you do come down here for vacation, New Orleans is 3 hours away.
Yes.
It's a 3-hour drive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
which we'll be there in April for PCA. So
Yeah.
you
Are
guys going to PCA?
I know it's on our schedule,
Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we should be there.
Well, we'll
So
definitely
we'll
have
have
to
to
connect
hook
if,
up,
we're,
yeah.
if
Oh,
you're
yes,
there.
sir.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Definitely.
got your number now.
Yes,
so-
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're
So,
fucked.
Yeah.
Just make sure and put Scotty D in your phone
Yeah.
on my number there so
Yes,
we
sir.
can get connected.
Well, are you into high proof stuff?
I am. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you like brandies?
I do. You know, I have not tried a lot of different brandies.
So we could
To be
send-
honest
I
with
need
you,
you to send me
But-
your contact or your where I can mail it to. I will not mail you a bottle.
Yeah.
Now. Yes.
Yeah, if anyone's
Yes.
listeing to this,
It
we
will-
have, we
It's
have a
hot
really good
sauce.
balsamic
It's hot
sample.
sauce.
Some hot sauce.
It's going to
I
be
will get you a bottle.
what do they call it? Yeast sample, right?
Yeah.
Something like
Now, I am
that.
out of the highest one, the 148 proof, which is a rye port finish one. But I've got one that's a bourbon barrel finish. It's still a measly 141 proof.
I might
Yeah,
have two.
just
If
measly.
I've got two, I'll send them one of mine because I've
Whatever,
got
whatever.
two of them.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
I
they're
ain't
both
sending you
delicious.
shit because I'm drinking it.
Well, I'll
It's
send
already
it here
in my
for him, and then you
decanter.
can come hang out
It's
with
in
him
my
and drink
final
it.
third decanter sitting on
Yeah.
my countertop
Yeah.
There
on
you
my
go.
bar. So
By
Mine's
the way,
full of
Will's
backbone.
over there giving me shit for not drinking, and I'm way ahead of you now, buddy.
Just because you gulped that last one.
I know,
Yeah.
because you were shaming me.
How dare you drink shame him?
God,
Speaking of drinking, what are we having to go?
we're having the Bardstown Discovery 10.
Yes, yes.
Which I don't know anything about this. I mean, it's obviously it's a
So
Bardstown.
good.
It's fantastic.
So,
they just make great stuff, don't they?
Will's
Yeah,
the
so-
Bardstown guy.
This
Yes,
will or
'cause
the other
8500.
will? Oh, this will. Oh, right. Oh man. Ooh, projectile vomit. Not from me.
Not us.
by the way.
Yeah.
Nobody here. Jim. Yeah. Sorry.
That was a bad day.
It was a great.
I mean, it was a
day.
great fucking day.
So
That wasn't the only thing that ended up in a bush.
That's true. Bushwhacker ended up in the bush.
Bushwhacker was born.
So we go to
Mike ended
the.
up there too.
I go to the Indianapolis 500 every year. Stan, if you ever want to have a fantastic time, go see one of the most amazing events in the world. Come up to Indy. We'll get you at the Indy 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick story. We were out kind of watching qualifications, and they were over at the Miller Lite party deck in turn 4, and they walk all the way from turn 4 to turn 1. It's a 2.5 mile track, so that's not a small track.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he carries a full bottle of Discovery. It was Discovery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
Yeah, just the regular
We had the
Discovery.
regular Discovery, and then we had a cooler and 2 backpacks, and we drug it all the way around
Drug
because
a
they were at
mile
turn
and a
1
half, yeah.
in the first gate.
Thank you to sponsor Deadwood Live. Derek with Deadwood Live is producing top quality live edge products as well as bourbon themed furniture. If you've been in the lounge, you've seen the custom live edge table and barrel stools produced by Derek. Be sure to give him a like and follow on Facebook at Deadwood Live. That's DED Wood Live.
So
we
yeah, it's
heard
been
all
great.
about the female element here from Big Earl last night.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, hey, a wife talking to her husband. You know, my friend Susan, she's going through a hard patch right now. We just need to get away and relax. No, we're not going to the Floribama. Nope, you're going to come over here, you're going to smoke cigars, then you're going to go to the Floribama, then you're going to have a bunch of bushwhackers, then you're going to throw your brawl up there on the line, right?
Yep.
Sign the table.
They sign the table. Yep, that's...
Apparently
Yeah.
we were there the night before, but we didn't even know it.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
really
it was
weird.
bizarre. We sit down at these two tables, which getting a table sometimes can be a little challenging,
Oh, yeah.
right? We kind of got talking with some people from Foley that were there, locals, which I was like, they've been there since noon drinking, and we show up at like 4:30,
Yeah.
and they're smashed, and it was like, man, locals down here, on a Tuesday, it was great.
I mean, it's definitely different on the beach with how people drink here. It's
Is it?
it's ridiculous.
It's a
but-
different world, man.
Oh, yeah.
But then we sit down at the table and it says Rob and Lisa 10/21/24 the day before.
Yeah.
Right? And we're like, Rob and
We
Lisa,
weren't there.
You guys were there? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just, no. Yep. We've been drinking them plenty.
Yeah, it was all cursive at that point. So
Oh
it's fine.
man.
Yeah.
It was. Actually, it was written in cursive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Making females feel invited.
Yes.
That's exactly the feel that I wanted into our lounge.
Yeah.
Because you can't really explain what that is, but they walk in, they feel it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, this is a safe place.
Well, I feel
So-
like you guys have that here because it's a beautiful place. It's comfortable. The filtration's great. You have this beautiful outdoor area. Even if the smoke is bothering you inside, come outside.
Exactly.
And that was one of the things we actually about 3 months in, we started building our outdoor lounge or our outdoor patio. And
It's a garden.
And it's a game changer.
Yes.
Up down here, obviously, you don't need a freaking heater and stuff out here.
Yeah.
We actually have to put panels up. We're working on that right now with heaters and stuff. But you don't have to do that here year round. I'm sure this is perfect out here all
I mean,
year round.
Beautiful weather. We get this little breeze off the canal over here. I mean, it.
Well,
Can't
that's the thing
beat it.
is, it was hot when we sat down. It's starting to feel a little bit
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
now. The
Breeze
breeze
has
is starting to
picked
pop
up,
up. It's nice here.
Yes, but when we flew in, it was what, like 42 when we left home.
Yeah.
So we're at the start of our cold snap. Like we had our first frost was last week,
Okay.
so it got down to like 28 one
Oh
night.
man.
But we still have, like, it's going to be 70
Yeah.
degrees when we get back. It was-
Yeah,
It was
well,
80
still
there
perfect.
yesterday.
Was it? Okay.
jeez.
So we're in that little bit of a, up and down, up and down, up and down right now. Which,
Yeah. What's the
it's
temperature
fine.
going to be today? Who knows? Do I need a sweater?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're
I
wearing
need a
pants and a
sweatshirt when I
sweater
go
when
in
you
the
leave.
morning, and then I need shorts in the middle of the afternoon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, down here it was kind of been the same. I know you guys haven't been as pussy as I am, but I've been having to wear a long sleeve a jacket at night. It's like
It gets cool.
It's a little chilly, a little chilly.
We did
Sun
sit in the
does that
hot
to you,
tub till
too.
3 a.m., but
Yes,
yeah,
we did.
Yeah, we did.
yeah. So
That
it
was
wasn't
not a
as
great
cool
idea,
last night.
but
That was a tremendous idea.
You're on
It
vacation.
worked.
It's all good.
It worked.
It's all good.
it did work.
Only
So,
one of us woke up still drunk.
Yeah.
The rest were
Stan, how
struggling.
you doing on your drink there? You
I'm doing good.
I'm out.
I'm gonna.
I'm out because Will actually is over there
we
challenging
do want
me.
you to try some. We brought some things. Mike, you want to
Oh,
get
yeah.
these
Are
bottles?
we good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
I got a little bit of time.
All
left.
right.
Even
Suck that one down. Let's go.
A little sipper here. We brought a couple
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So we got an old.
I definitely
Forester,
wanted to try the Elijah
Craig.
Yeah, the
That's
Elijah
our
Craig.
barrel pick. Those are ones from local ones. The Elijah Craig's from our lounge.
Okay.
Yeah,
So pick
that
whatever
one's
you want to
first and
try.
then the pick.
The Elijah Craig is a lounge exclusive. You can only get it in Final Third. And then there's also Circle City over here. So Circle City whiskey, they are a finisher, right? They only do picks and do finishes.
Yeah. And actually, that I don't believe there's any finishing to that at all. That was actually a Heaven Hill barrel.
Okay.
They acquired. It was one that was shipped overseas, and I think it was Japan.
Yeah, 6 years.
Denied it coming into port. Came back. Heaven Hill's like, we can't take it back. He bought the barrel, and it's absolutely delicious.
Oh, wow.
It's all the things Heaven Hill does well in one bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
definitely-
you pick whatever you want and grab you a pour.
Yeah, so there's two Old Forester. There's the Total Wine Nora one is the higher proof of the two single barrels there. That
135.
one's solid.
Yep.
Was that the banana one?
That was very
That's
banana.
the one that's like banana forward.
Yeah.
So that one's solid. And then like Rob said, the Elijah Craig's our pick that we did at Heaven Hill.
And then there is the Indiana Liquor Group.
Yeah,
Right.
ILG. That's the
Yep.
the other Old Forester one.
So Indiana Liquor Group, don't they work pretty closely with Sobro? That they've
They
done.
do.
They've done a
Yep.
few picks with Sobro liquors, which Rob has not been there yet. But
haven't,
I
yeah.
do want to shout out to those guys because if you haven't been to Sobro down there near Broad Ripple,
Yeah.
man, you go once a month and you buy anything. Like you can go in there and buy a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Buy your Fireball, bitch.
You can buy your Fireball. You go down there, you buy, and then your name gets put on a list, and they have the better part of 40 bottles every month
Okay.
that they basically do, like a raffle. It's a right to buy,
Yeah.
and you're at retail
Okay.
on all of it. And they
It's
throw
up to you if you want to.
everything in there. I mean, unfortunately nowadays, like Eagle Rare and some of that stuff is considered allocated. We talked about this the other day.
Yes, sir.
You guys are in ABC state, so you have to deal with all of that. You've had some struggles with that.
A little bit, but I mean, we're also brand new, so I do get it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What helps is, with the clientele that we have, that allocated stuff that we do get, it doesn't sit long.
Yeah.
And the state sees that. You know?
Well, it's
So they know
crazy,
what you're
like,
selling.
Exactly.
We went to Zeke's the first night, and that's what I got this fucking ridiculous picture they took of me. I looked like the Lorax looking over the fucking window there.
It was great.
It
I look so
looked like you
stupid.
were looking at a brick wall, buddy.
It was awesome. He's looking over the edge.
I look so stupid. Well, I'm
It's
looking
like,
at the
it'd be
bar.
like a peeper, Like if you caught somebody looking through your window,
I wasn't
it's like,
touching
here's-
myself. I wasn't. So like
You might have been. There were some good
might
whiskeys
have
up
been.
there.
most
might
places
have
you
been.
go, they have the whiskey
Ooh.
list, and they're like, oh, okay, well these ones are allocated, so limited availability.
Yes.
They put an asterisk next to it. I'm like, so I look up Zeke's menu. It's what they have printed, which is awesome. But I'm like, there's no way that you guys
Over
have
half
all
of
of
them
that.
had asterisks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most of them. So I was like,
And you're
okay,
like,
what the hell, guys? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way. And so I ended up with the E.H. Taylor single barrel as my first pick, and I gave her a backup in case they didn't have that. And my second pick was Little Book. But then I go walk around the bar, and they got Blanton's Gold, Old Fitz 19.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
Weller 12.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of, but I mean, you just never see that. Like,
But they had a very good selection
oh,
all
it's
on the bar.
ridiculous. Yeah.
And how was their pricing? Did you check on it and see if it was?
Well,
we
shout
were
out Coop,
comparable.
hooked me up, man. I mean, she charged me for Elijah Craig barrel proof. It's
Yeah.
$25.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, single barrel is not a $25 pour.
For the
It's-
E.H. Taylor single barrel, you got it for $25 for
Yeah.
the pour.
Oh man,
It
there
was
you
a special
go.
day.
Yeah.
That's anniversary.
It was our anniversary.
Okay,
anniversary
okay.
day,
Yeah, I mean,
so,
Yeah, she took care of us.
yeah.
And then,
Coop.
shout out Mary at Wolf Bay for taking care of us too.
Mary did a great job.
Mary did a great
Everybody
job.
is taking care of us this week. It's been amazing.
Is that because of Scott?
Probably.
God has that rolling effect.
He
on
started us
people.
here.
He won't
Yes.
confirm or deny.
Yeah.
He definitely got us going here. That's for
Look,
sure.
I love this place. It's just, I don't know, the vibe is so laid back. There doesn't feel like there's a rush to anything or anybody. It's just the best place that I've ever been to just relax.
Yes.
And as soon as you get down here, you can be going 90 miles an hour, but everybody else around you is not.
Yeah.
So if you have high expectations, I'm going to get in here and out of here and do this thing and do that thing. No, stop. That's not what this place
This
is
is
about.
not your
Yeah,
place
this-
to go on spring break and go to all the putt courses and all the bullshit. You can actually go to really good restaurants, have really good pours, really good everything.
And if you sit
And you
there
can
for
enjoy
3
the entire
hours,
time.
they don't care.
They don't care.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're like,
Just tip
no
your
problem.
servers
Just tip
well.
well.
Take care of your people.
Yeah.
All they want is for you to be here and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
It's a
Yeah,
very
no.
casual vibe. I've enjoyed this. Yeah.
Now, it's kind of funny down here, you think mostly seafood, all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
I do want to call out Cactus Cantina. Damn it, they are. The Mexican place down here, Cactus
Yep.
Cantina, we go to the one in Orange Beach,
Yes.
basically just across the street from the beach. It's the only beach location that they have. All the
Correct.
rest are kind of in town,
Yes.
wherever they're at. And there's, 15 or 16 of them. There's quite a few of them.
Yes.
But the one down there in Orange Beach, so good. My wife, she got 2 large margaritas, and they were the high proof ones. That was a mistake. She was absolutely
She was having a great
blitzed.
time.
Man.
Enjoyed it.
But for 3 days after that, she continued to have a couple bites at a time their cheesy grits.
Those grits are amazing.
Aren't they?
Oh man, yes.
Is there any grits better? Because
Mikey
those are the best grits
Yeah.
that I've
Hey,
had.
biker, everyone.
What are you looking at a lizard or something?
It's in a null.
Oh.
I'll get that instead of a cheese dip to eat with the
With your
chips.
chips?
Oh, that's amazing.
What?
Uh-huh.
How have I never thought about
Game
that?
changer right there.
I mean, that's
Holy
it.
shit, you just blew my mind.
Yeah.
We're going back.
Once you get to Tennessee and South, just buy the grits.
Yeah.
Always get the
They're
grits.
always so freaking good,
But
man.
damn
God.
it, those Cactus Cantina cheesy grits, man, that's a great call.
Cactus
Because
is good.
our Mexican place back home, Pendleton,
Shout out to
Hacienda.
those boys.
Yep,
They're
shout out to
amazing.
Antonio.
Shout out Antonio.
We're gonna try and do a show from
We will.
Antonio's
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, at some point before winter.
And
We're ready.
Antonio is awesome. He makes great margaritas, but he's also a bourbon guy.
Okay.
Like a hardcore. You've never seen a Mexican more into bourbon than
Which you
Antonio.
don't expect that out of a Mexican restaurant, but he's got
Yeah.
some stupid.
No, but
bottles.
he's got like the Calumet 12 that you got. He's got that. He's
Yeah.
got one of these Old Forester single
Yeah,
barrels.
so mind you, every time we go in there, the Scott effect over here.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got to go with Scott.
Scott's a
'cause
celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We walk in there and he gets so excited to see us every time we go because we're all regulars there now. But he brings over the new bottles that he's got. He's coming in.
whether it's tequila or
Anything,
bourbon,
anything.
it's
And he's
doesn't
like, here,
matter.
you have to try this.
You got to
And
try
he'll
this.
pour a shot.
and just pours it.
And he'll have a
like,
shot with us.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
that's the thing. Is
awesome.
like he's not pouring it to get us drunk. He's like, we got to share this. Like
Yeah.
you got to try this.
Well, I mean, good cigars, good bourbons. It's meant to be shared.
Meant to share.
That's
It
the
is.
purpose.
You don't. It's not meant to be at home, sit on a shelf, and never open.
Yeah.
At that point, why'd you even buy it?
I hope we get those bottles, Rob.
Stan gets it.
So Jim, the other guy that works at the
Oh.
lounge, found some really good bottles that one of his friends is selling. Bunch of dusty turkeys, got some old Woodford.
Really old Hirsch
The
bottle.
one that really stood out to me was a 1974 A.H. Hirsch 16-year-old.
Jim, we're talking to you.
Yeah, please, Jim, buy this. Buy this. So the A.H. Hirsch, I'm working for the people that own that distillery now as reopening.
I didn't even realize that's what that was.
That's Gordon Hugh.
Yeah.
Gordon
Oh,
Hugh
fuck
is
yeah.
responsible for A.H. Hirsch.
Oh, wow.
So that's why, like, I know so much shit about that bottle, and like that shit's selling for like $5 to $9 grand now, depending on the cap.
No,
and the
it's
topper.
not. Tell Jim it's.
I mean, no, Jim, if you're listening to this,
for $150 a
well,
bottle.
we know Jim doesn't
150.
listen to this. We don't talk enough about
That's
cigars.
true. That's true. That's true.
Jim never listens. He works at Final Third. He
Yeah.
does not listen
He
to
doesn't
Final
listen to
Third.
this.
He's covering the lounge for us while we're gone.
geez.
So we found all
And
these
my
bottles,
sister,
and like,
and
you
my
know, I'm
daughter.
talking to Rob. I'm like, we could sell that for like $6 grand. He's like, fuck that, let's open it. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, fuck
There
yeah.
you go.
That's
So,
what
like,
we need
If
to
we
do.
get a buy of
We're
that,
gonna split it.
we will crack
I'll
that
split it with
all
you.
those bottles.
Yep, I'll split it with you. If he gets that and he doesn't want to sell them because he needs money, then
He's got
I'll buy it.
some not super dusty but dusty turkeys. He's got some what was the Woodford
You
bottles?
said a dusty
He had some
24-year-old
really
Woodford?
dusty Woodfords.
Yeah, some
I'm
stuff
like,
from like
ooh.
early, well, shit. I mean, probably early '90s.
Early '90s, yeah.
You know, and then
It wasn't
late
like
80s
=60s.
turkey,
It was
yeah.
it was back in '90s,
Son
2000s.
of a bitch.
Yeah.
Now I
Yeah.
feel old. Calling early '90s whiskey dusties.
Well, that's what I'm
Dude,
thinking. Like,
it's
with
35
Woodford doesn't
years
go that
ago.
far back.
Means I'm dusty,
Yeah.
man.
Me too, buddy.
Right.
I'm way more dusty.
Damn
But like
it.
the
Look
Hirsch
at me.
bottle is Stitzel-Weller juice. Like that's Stitzel-Weller from Pappy's
The old days.
bottle.
The
yeah.
old.
So like that's why that like nobody knows which batch it was. but
Julian's
it's-
Day, right?
Yeah, it was. You know, it was senior. It
So
was
what do you think of
Pappy's.
the Elijah Craig so far?
This is phenomenal.
Isn't that so
I love
good?
that.
Our
Super
team that we had on
complex.
Way
that
better
pick
than
was
C923.
so good, and we picked 3 barrels. And if we didn't like any of those, we could have picked 3 more. But we all
It was unanimous to one.
all
but
but,
one.
No, there was 2. Isaiah
was it?
and Lisa.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Lisa really liked the one that was a little bit lower proof, wasn't quite so hot. Isaiah liked the one that was just totally fucking off the wall.
Yeah,
and
but Isaiah
whatever.
also liked to lick blank paper. So
He does. He does. That's for you, Isaiah.
Yeah. Shout out.
But it was pretty unanimous, and this one was so freaking good.
We did. Do you know who Jackie Zykan is?
I don't know.
So she does these private tastings now. She worked for Old Forester.
She was a
part of-
blender. She was
She
a
was
master
the one that
blender.
created
Okay.
a lot of the birthday bourbons back in the
Okay,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she came into the lounge. We did a private sensory training, and she brings all these like little paper strips and everything that have isolates on it. And one of them was blank.
Yeah.
One of them was
Yeah.
just paper.
Yeah.
And so she was like, all right, who liked paper one? Isaiah's like, I like that one the best out of all 3. She was like, you're fucking retarded because that's just paper. And we were like, your palate's shit, bud.
That's for you, Isaiah.
We were all laughing at him.
Isaiah, who does have a great
Oh, he's got a
palate
killer
great
palate.
and buys all these great bourbons all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
but
He's like,
yeah.
what was he, 24 years old now?
Yeah, 23, 24.
Yeah, he hadn't had a drink till he was like
He's been-
20 or something.
Oh, he'd been drinking since he was like 18.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, no, 21.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like he
Yeah.
waited
Yeah.
till he was
No,
legal.
no, it was actually 18.
18? Okay.
Yeah.
But he's
close
got a
to
killer
legal.
palate, and that was just hilarious.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was a cool thing because she called out, it was funny because like the week before, Rob did this cigar like tongue map for like your sensors on your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like
Oh,
sent
he
it out
taught
in the
everybody,
emailer.
like, hey, this is the
Dude,
tongue map. This is all where
I
the
still
tasting
taste the
all
different parts
happens.
of the tongue. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
And what did Jackie say?
She
It's
came in, she
bullshit.
was like, it's bullshit.
It's
yeah, like
bullshit.
your tongue's fucking wrong. Like
I'm
there's
like,
no sense. Yeah.
There's no sensory areas. It's
Rob's
not
over
sweet
here like,
here,
no, it's
sour
not.
there.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
Rob's like, I taste it on all my tongue.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah,
What?
she's like,
Cool,
you're
man."
wrong. You're
Yeah,
wrong.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
It's
now we
okay.
always call her out whenever Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Mixed caramel.
Not everything
Yeah.
is caramel. No.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Vanilla, caramel.
So what's your
Yeah.
go-to? Like I know you said you're kind of a Scotch?
Bourbon.
Scotch guy?
Bourbon?
Bourbon guy?
More bourbon, yes, sir.
Okay. So what's
Is
your
there
go-to
a-
bourbon then?
Is there a brand?
I mean,
or-
at home, my regular like daily pour is just Weller Special Reserve.
Okay.
Yeah, that's go to. It's readily available.
it's okay to be wrong.
Is
It's
it-
fine.
Nah.
No, I'm teasing.
We're going to have a discussion.
I'm not a weeder guy. I'm not a weeder guy.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
I'm
not
sorry,
yours.
Stan.
Yeah.
We're going to have a discussion, okay? Because
No.
I despise
Yeah.
Special
Well,
Reserve.
we can't get that either.
Well, we
It
can't.
doesn't matter. Why would
Yeah.
you?
So
I'm sorry, but
so you
I
like,
cannot
You like
stand
weeded,
it.
You like weeded bourbon.
I do enjoy weeded bourbon.
Okay. Okay. And that makes sense.
Larceny.
Larceny, baby.
Larceny
Yeah,
is
Larceny
one of the-
Velvet.
Hill.
especially the barrel proof, Larceny barrel
Yep.
proof.
Yeah.
Some of those have been bangers lately.
Yeah, the last
Everybody's
one we
been
had
so
was
Weller
awesome.
that we basically all decided we're not wheat fans.
Yeah.
And then, you know, reps have been coming in and slowly changing our mind and making us go, okay, there is some wheaters out there like Bernheim. I can't stand Bernheim.
Nope.
I don't like it at all. Not at all. Weller Special Reserve. In fact, I had Weller, I don't remember if I told you, but they had full proof over at Wolf Bay for $18.
Oh, that's a solid price.
So I don't know if you've had Weller full proof, but $18 for that pour is, and I taste it, I'm like, man, this is just not my jam at all. But I'm a rye guy. Like
So that makes perfect sense then.
Yeah,
That's
it
opposite ends
does.
of the spectrum. I mean,
it does. And I try not to, knock people that are Weller Special Reserve.
I like Weller
get
Special
it,
Reserve.
but-
Nerd.
yeah.
I'm like, it's
What's
And
your
I will say
unicorn?
in
then?
most states, that's not a bad thing. If you're a Weller,
Well, yeah, I mean, you can
Special
go to
Reserve
Ohio
guy,
and
you
get
can
it.
buy it for cheap.
yeah,
exactly.
it is super
It's
cheap.
A
Yeah,
good, it's a
and-
good bottle to have.
Well,
And that's why I like it,
fucking well
for
pour at Wolf Bay.
for $28 a bottle
yeah.
as a regular daily. That's great. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yeah.
See, I'm like a 55. Well, you probably couldn't get it for 55 here because ABC. But Old Forester 1920 to me, like
That's my jam.
anytime,
Yeah.
Yeah.
anytime. I'm just like, oh, you have 1920? I'll take that.
Yep.
Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond.
Yeah,
Bottle
that's
and
Right,
Bonds
bottle,
are
the
always a
Heaven
good
Hill
go-to.
bottle and bond,
Yeah.
Finally
which
came
is
down
like
to $40.
no. Here it's like $80
Oh
or
my
something.
God, are you kidding me?
It's very overpriced here.
That's
It's
stupid.
Yeah,
massively
because it was on the
overpriced.
allocated, had the asterisk next to it on at Zeke's. I was like, this is not allocated.
It's not allocated at
I
all.
was like,
It's
this is not.
everywhere. It's
But that's funny because you
everywhere.
can get
We brought
special
a
reserve
bottle.
here. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's almost gone, but
I
Go
do-
to
It's
any
funny
Costco
'cause-
and there's pallets of it for
Oh.
$34.99.
Yeah.
Exactly.
love that shit.
I would recommend the Circle City next, just because it's
Stay with Heaven Hill first.
Heaven Hill and then go to the
Old
Ofos.
Yeah.
So what's your unicorn pour?
George
What's
T.
something you always
Stag.
want?
George
George
T,
T, baby. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
all-time favorite.
Yeah.
If there's something I could have all the time, it would be that George T. Stag.
Now
What do
he
you
won't
think
call
about
you a nerd.
Yeah.
No,
Well, that's
look,
thing is
it's-
like with a
Junior
well-
year by year is hit or miss.
Right.
It is.
Um,
It is.
It
what was
is.
it? 2 years ago, they didn't do a George T. Stag. They released it as just Stag.
Yeah.
which is
Just
what they've
Stag.
done now. There's no
There's
junior.
no
They just
junior
call
anymore,
it
yeah.
Stag.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I haven't been crazy about those, but I mean, obviously it didn't meet the quality control to be a George T. Stag.
Right. Yeah.
So they're branding it as something different, and so obviously it's not as good as what you remember
Right.
Yeah.
George T.
When
Stag
we-
being.
we
but
went
you also
to-
end up with 4,000 bottles,
Yeah.
globally for George T. It's,
you remember
And
Yeah.
you're exactly right with the Stag when they dropped the Junior.
Yes.
There's no one talking about anything that has just the Stag label anymore. It was
Yeah.
all those those previous ones. It was like every 2 or 3 years there was a banger.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've not heard anybody have a banger yet with the Stag label.
But
yet.
I had the very first release of Stag Junior, and it was not great.
not great. Yeah.
It was, I don't know if I want to go so far as to say it was not good, but it definitely was nothing that I
Just
would
not for
like.
you.
Now on the
It-
Weller spectrum, William LaRue Weller is stupid good.
Oh, that was the
Yes.
And I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
a
almost
junior
got a whole
guy.
bottle at
We-
Isaiah's bachelor party.
I mean, we had that much left. I think
Isaiah spilled
took
like
it
half
home.
of it. But
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you
geez.
know what?
we drank the other half.
Yeah.
You're talking like Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. Oh, that one was
Oh.
good. It's like saying, oh, gold's a good investment. Well, no
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
fuck, if I got some gold bars
Buy
and
it.
platinum bars, I've
Yeah.
got some money I'm sitting on, right? Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of it. I haven't had an antique collection I didn't like. And if you're comparing antique collection to antique collection, that's like, well, the Japanese Wagyu from this guy's farm is slightly better than the Japanese Wagyu beef from that guy's farm.
Exactly.
I mean,
But it's
The
still
only-
Wagyu.
it's still
Yeah,
Japanese
yeah.
Wagyu, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like,
The only one I haven't tried is the SAS 18. So I
I can't
That's-
say that I've had that one.
that's right
I
now. That's
haven't.
like my unicorn find if I ever get like a lottery pick is to go get that one.
I'm
So
afraid
I've had
that'd
it
be
because
once.
just because I haven't
disappointing.
tried it.
I've had it once, but I will say I'd rather go with the Thomas H. Handy.
Really?
Okay.
Every
I
single
love the
time.
handy.
Yeah.
Jen's a handy fan.
Yeah.
She loves
Oh,
the handy.
does she? She's a handy fan. Fan of the handy?
She's a fan of the handies.
Yeah, yeah.
But that one was like she went to some trip for work and they had that on the bar and it was like $16 a pour or something. Like had to have been a fucking error.
Next pour.
But she
Oh, yeah,
almost
yeah.
like killed it because it was so cheap. and they were paying. So she was like,
Let's
I'm
do
drinking all this.
The OFO there.
You want this
We
one?
don't have time to live in there. So
Go ahead.
We got 20 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, we
man.
moving close?
So we'll take those back and
Yeah,
smoke.
Okay, we'll
we
take
can
these.
smoke those
And,
later.
we'll smoke these
Yeah.
later.
We'll
We'll
do a
take it
little
and talk.
video to promote them tonight too.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
because I definitely want to talk through that cigar.
Yeah.
We'll do that back at the condo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solid. No, I'll get that one next. Look, I'm being a bitch over here nursing this one. My sweet tea bucket.
That
still
disco
hanging on.
was good.
Yeah.
That was very, very good.
Dude, that
I
bar
love the
sound
10.
10.
Actually, the 11. I think. Do we still have any? I think we sold all of the 11. The 11 was really good too.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see the discos coming down in price.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm sure you appreciate that too, because now you can sell a pour for something super great at a good price.
Exactly.
And people love it. So. Okay, so you said unicorns, or you said unicorns.
I did.
So what did you say your unicorns were?
George T.
George T.
Stag.
Any others?
I mean, if I could get like the birthday bourbon, like there's things like that I've just never had the chance
Yeah.
to try.
They're so year specific too.
I've been
though,
so
like,
underwhelmed with most of the birthdays.
everyone
except
that
for the
we've tried
Jackie
has
one.
been. Yeah, I mean that was 22. I mean
But that was also her talking through it.
yeah.
And I hate to say this, but I would not bother to search it out. If you find it at a place where they have a pour and it's a reasonable price,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll try it. Great, I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about them. They're just not impressive to
I mean,
me.
I know guys that have the full vert since they started birthday bourbon. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a $75,000 collection now. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking insane.
And that's kind of cool. I mean,
That's cool to have, but like, I want to fucking try all of them
I
side
think
by
the first
side.
one I
like,
had was
yeah.
like a
Line 'em up.
2015, maybe 2014, and
Mine might have been
I
a
just,
17 or 18.
I just wasn't blown away. I was
Now,
disappointed.
going towards cigars.
Yes.
So obviously, the ones you have, you love what you have. Are there any cigar brands that you go to more than others? I know it's a loaded question.
That's a tough one because I'm always trying to do more with the pairing of the cigar,
Right.
than necessarily just
Just
I prefer this
cigar.
brand.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a manager of a shop. You kind of that's kind of
Yeah,
got to
so,
be
so
like
I'm always
your role.
trying
Yeah.
different things together to see how does this flavor go with this? How does this specific blend go with
You're
this?
like Rob. On your day
Yeah.
off, you're working because you're smoking and drinking.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every
Tough
day.
life.
Oh yeah.
It's really,
Yeah.
really
I mean,
difficult.
terrible.
It's super
right?
hard.
Yeah, you've got a really hard
Yeah.
job. It's,
Yeah.
it's
You know what I did on my entire vacation down here? Smoke cigars and drink bourbon.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
what
research
I
and
do.
development is what it is.
Exactly.
It is.
Market
Market
research.
research.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now.
Write
It's
that shit
market
off for your
research.
taxes.
Yeah.
It's all good. Thank you, government.
Yeah.
Government's out there for us.
Well, it's funny when you first sat down with us,
I'm
you
from
know,
the government and I'm here to help.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
talking about, camaraderie and like meeting, you never know who you're going to sit next to. I mean, Scott works in, IT infrastructure, truck driver for a liquor distributor. I do sports broadcasting. It's like what our other member is.
We got
he's
Lilly
like a doctor,
scientists.
dude. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
half the
he's-
people in our
he's
town work for
medical.
Lilly. They're making drugs and doing research for Lilly. So like,
and
you
we're
know,
all
this-
best friends now.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You got doctors, you got trash guys, you got farmers, you got everybody's just meshing,
Yep.
hanging out, having a good time. Like
Exactly.
So it's insane.
I love that. I love that the most because people can come into the lounge and have a $10 cigar and a $10 pour and spend $20, sit next to the guy that spent $60 on a cigar and $120 on a pour.
Yeah.
Right
Or
next
they
to each
come in
other.
and get a Dr.
guess what?
Pepper.
Or they get Dr. Pepper. Whatever, yeah.
Shout out Dr. J.
Dr. J.
That one's for you.
Dr. J.
Come on, Doc.
Cheap
Buy
fucker.
some fucking
I don't
bourbon.
think
all
Doc
right?
actually likes whiskey. I think he just acts like he likes
Well,
whiskey.
He's
Well-
got kids in college.
Whatever.
He does
hey,
like whiskey.
Grant's here. I didn't even
This
know
is-
this
okay,
was
so-
stuff.
There, though.
Hi,
So this is Grant.
Take a drink, buddy.
Story. Grant was supposed to come with us on this trip, and then work told him he couldn't come.
Yeah.
So we brought Stick Grant.
Yeah, there you go.
Flat Grant.
Flat Grant.
Flat Grant.
Flat
Flat
Grant.
Grant.
He's our flat
Been in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
He
swam
was-
the lazy river.
Lazy
this morning.
River?
He did.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
floated down the lazy
Yeah.
river at Turquoise.
He was at the
Place.
concerts.
Girls and
He's been what?
kissed on.
Oh, kissed on.
I thought you said.
I
pissed
thought you
on.
said pissed
Yeah.
on.
That's what I heard. I was like, okay.
That's coming later tonight. We're gonna piss on Grant.
Piss on Grant. And I bet he's still smiling too.
Yeah.
He will be. Yes, he will.
That
Yeah,
dumb
yeah.
face. Shout out Grant.
Shout out Grant.
Cheers.
I miss you, buddy.
We had to keep him. We had to keep him in there. So
Yeah.
it's
He was
been,
supposed to be here, and we miss him.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, he's a good dude, but it's the same thing. Like you never know who you're gonna meet and who you're gonna hang out with, and then we end up on these trips. Like Last month we went to Chattanooga together, you know, with this group,
Yeah.
and like now we're here.
Was that last month?
And that,
Yeah, it was a month ago.
And that, again, not just Final Third, but that is what cigar lounges do.
Yes.
It brings people together, and all of a sudden, now you have a new friend group that all enjoy the same things, and you're like, well, let's go out to dinner. Let's go do this. Let's go to the beach, whatever. And all of a sudden, you have a new friend group of people that like the same things that you enjoy life with. And
Exactly.
that's the whole point of this.
We'll go watch auto racing. We'll go do disc golf. We'll,
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
go to dog events. We'll, you know,
Yeah.
everything under the sun.
Learn stuff about cars.
Yeah. Will would come in here literally into the lounge and he'd start talking shit about cars, and we're like glossing over, like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
He's like that fucking my cousin Vinny, you know. I'm an auto specialist, you know.
That's
my
a loaded
dad
question.
Mechanics. Yeah, it's like, that's a trick question. They didn't make that engine in the 1954 Bel Air. They didn't make it till 63. But in the 63 with the 4-barrel carb, it was 3 degrees from top dead center. Like,
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. For
I don't
thinking
even
that
know
was
what
up
the hell that
case.
means. They're like 3 degrees from top dead center. What the fuck is top dead center? I don't know.
1-843-6572.
See, that's how you,
Firing order of the small block. You know?
you see, this is what we gotta do. That's it. Okay, there's at least something that you're like, man, I'm gonna go to the lounge. I sure as hell hope Will might not be there talking about his cars again.
Well, at least,
I love you, brother.
At
I
least
love
with me, you
son.
hear me coming.
That's true. That's true. This guy drives like a 1987 S10.
Oh, man.
Like
He
fucking,
rebuilt
like rebuilt from
entire
the ground
thing.
up.
Yeah, I tore that the whole thing apart and put a small block Chevy in it. And it wasn't meant to have one in it, but it's, a fun, it's my
sounds
daily now. I
great,
drive
man.
the crap out of it.
Yeah. We know. We're close. We're about to wrap up.
Hopefully, I get the caddy soon, so we have a shuttle
Oh
water.
man.
I'm gonna go to the dog store.
Okay,
So
have fun.
y'all got time. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, there's
Oh.
a dog store.
Oh,
What
cool.
time is it?
So
What
we
time
got
is it?
time.
It's 4:48, but I'm going to the dog store.
Oh, okay.
So y'all got
All
like
right.
an hour.
Oh, awesome.
Fuck
so
you, who
actually,
can't read a
dinner's
clock?
now at
Yeah.
6.
I
Great.
was gonna say, why are you telling him time?
I just need him my money.
4:48.
Oh.
How far away is this
So
place?
wait, do we actually have time to smoke
Oh,
a
it's
second
walking
cigar?
right there.
Okay.
No.
We got an hour.
Oh,
we
I
probably
think we
can.
might.
Do you have to get out of here, bud?
Yes, sir. I do have to head out.
No problem.
All right.
Stan, thank you so much for
Thank you.
hanging with us.
Thank you
guys for coming
Appreciate
out.
it.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's nice to meet all of
We
you.
need to be in
absolutely.
touch.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir.
We'll take
Enjoy
that.
French Lick, man.
Yeah. I got some stickers for you too.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Yeah.
have a place.
Thanks, brother.
just don't put 'em in the bathroom.
One for the podcast, one for our dog treat business. So
Yeah.
look us up, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
you, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
We'll see you next time.
Stan, everyone.
So I don't know. We'll maybe get a
6:45.
picture of this to be able to post. If
Ish.
somebody can we do? Oh, we can do a picture right there. All right. So we'll get a picture of this to post. And you know, we don't talk much about Davidoff. They're a pretty specialized brand. I mean, they're a big brand. They're in a lot of places, but we know that they're proud of their cigars. They do charge a premium, but
And I'm not a huge Davidoff fan.
Not of their core line.
well,
that's true. Not of their
is
core.
one-
It's a little milder.
There is one core that I love, and that's the Amasa.
Yeah,
I really like the
that one.
Amasa.
A lot of people like the late hour.
A lot of people like the.
I'm still hit or miss in the
what is it?
Amasa,
There's
though,
the
like-
Escurio that a lot of people like as well. That's definitely a medium to full.
Oh, here, Nemo.
But we got this. This is the Luke Bryan special. This is where we need a grant because none of us are really like big country
I know.
music guys. Liesel's a country music fan. You like Luke Bryan?
Roll Tide.
Yeah. Whoa. That smile that she
read
had
that
was a
shirt.
little more.
Oh,
She
yeah.
really likes Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan, if you're out there. I mean, the only.
Well,
He's
it
cool,
depends.
bud.
'Cause there is some bedazzlement on the jeans, so he's not
So,
country.
there you go. There you go.
I'd fuck him.
There, you know who I would.
You fucking hole in a tree right now, buddy. It's fine.
Oh no.
Speaking of fucking a tree,
We know who likes trees here.
That's
Rob's gonna get a nice surprise when he
Is
sees
that
this
where you're gonna
short.
see the
Oh,
me
shit.
fucking the tree picture?
Yes.
No, I didn't do that.
Well, it's a video.
Oh, the video.
Yeah.
There's tree huggers and then there's Scott.
Yeah.
I like trees
So,
in a whole
you know.
different way.
Wow, this was an insane
I
first
will
light.
say,
Sorry, go ahead.
Tim McGraw Dude, if there's any way to have a man crush without being gay, that's me with Tim McGraw.
It's okay to be gay. We don't judge.
That's fine. That's pretty gay, man. You gotta take care of my bros.
Look, I saw him perform at Iowa Motor Speedway 2 years ago, and I recognized a couple songs, but one, he performed really, really well. But who's he married to? Faith Hill.
Faith Hill.
He's married to Faith Hill, and I guess when he got married to her,
Yeah. Oh,
like he'd been kind of a typical kind of road musician. As you fall in. I'm playing a show, I'm drinking booze, whatever, and then he suddenly got like ultra like into working out and all that stuff. Guy was buff.
Me too.
Yeah, right. Buff as shit and wearing a white T-shirt. It was about 101 degrees out there.
Sweating.
Just sweating. You see all his muscles. I'm like, damn. I'm sorry, but that's a good-looking guy. He's like 55 or some shit. And I was like, if there's ever such a thing as a sexy man in my book, Tim McGraw, that's you. Good job, buddy.
Smoking this cigar. You guys have all lit up, right?
yeah, that was a crazy
This
first
is
light.
actually, this has got Isaiah written all over it. This is umami out the fucking ass. Right
That it is. I was gonna say grassy, but it's
all
further
that
than that.
umami. I mean, it's just
No,
dark, earthy.
Ooh, mommy.
The dry hit on it, you get the alfalfa earthy.
Yeah.
No, as soon as you light it up, boom, you just get hit
Hey,
with it.
Mike, you still
Nice
got the
little
camera
flavor
over
right
here?
away.
We can throw those two on the couch over there.
It's on them.
already
Oh, it's on them?
No, it's
Okay,
on
cool.
them. Yeah, I got it.
We're way
All
ahead.
right. Good.
Yeah, our manager's taking care of us.
Lisa, you want to
Oh
puff?
no, she went to the dog store.
Yeah.
I'm just the other
This is
one.
really good.
Lisa, you have the notes. You're on the shared note. Can you pull it up real quick?
Yeah, we have a few things to talk about, don't we?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you sipping on, Lisa?
I think I don't know if I put today's date on it, but I know I put Shore Thing.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you're on the shared note. Yeah, that's right, because you put the picture thing at the bottom.
That's not bad.
All our phones are recording and Scott's died, so. What are the bullet points that I wrote down? Gay biker, talked
we
about
got
that.
touched on that.
Gay cowboy.
Got that.
Got that.
Yep. We can skip that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
so yesterday,
yeah.
now we're back. Yesterday I was just scrolling Facebook and saw that Marianne Eves got the next award for 2024 Masters
Good
Distiller
for
of the Year.
her.
Yeah, so she's been crushing
amazing.
it doing her blending
Yeah.
stuff. So, and she started a new brand called Forbidden. It is wheat whiskey, single barrel and small batch options. What's that mash? 76, 75, 12, and 3. 13. Ah, so close. Yeah, those numbers don't add up
No,
at
they
all.
don't.
75, 12, and
all
13.
close.
Mike doesn't math.
Well, he said.
And it is white corn, white wheat, and then malted barley. So I'm intrigued on that one because I don't think I've tried. I know I've had a lot of the white wheat, but I don't think I've had white corn and white wheat on
Interesting.
the same.
I think what I found is
that I've
the
liked.
leaders
That I've liked.
enjoyed have a pretty decent content of malted barley.
Yeah. One, and then that one's 13.
That's
so
that's
pretty high for malted barley.
So I probably like that one.
Yeah, because most of them are like 10. 10 or below.
Yeah, or below.
So
Yeah.
7 to 10, yeah.
The small batch was 96. 95, I was close. And then single barrels they're doing, they were cash strength. I think it said, they put a range on it, was like 110 to 116. 115. So it sounds interesting.
you
I like the
suck, Mike.
packaging.
You were
I like
you
the
were off
bottle.
to one
He was
of
off by
the-
one.
Oh, piece of
come
shit.
on.
Fuck.
God.
So that was cool. Would like to try that one. The bottle actually reminded me of the Sir Davis shit that Beyonce's doing, which was unfortunate.
Oh, that was the square bottle you showed us, right? No, that was the
No,
everything.
so let's talk some shit about the Henderson
do
brothers
that.
then.
Haven't done enough shit yet.
So Henderson brothers, Saga Spirits. They started a new brand called True Story. True Story Bourbon. might be True Story whiskey. I think it's True Story bourbon.
Okay.
I hate the fucking bottles. I hate them. They're like trapezoids.
They look like New Amsterdam vodka bottles.
They do look like they're.
Yeah.
There's no window. It's not a clear bottle, so there's either a white or a black
Oh,
bottle.
geez.
They're like painted bottles.
You should be able to see
It
the
looks like
whiskey.
New Amsterdam.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you should be able to see the whiskey. That's an important thing.
And you know they're gonna sell it for like 69 or 70
There's something
bucks.
about
So like,
looking at the color of the whiskey when you buy
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
come
yeah.
on.
So I don't really know where that thought process went. And I saw Breaking Bourbon, I think, was the one that released a review about them. He got his hands on a bottle and did a review for him, and apparently it was not very good. So I'm
Hints of Traveler.
yeah. Oh God. So
all
I'm
those
curious to
people
see
out
how
there
that one
overpaid for
actually
Traveler. Oh my
tastes,
God.
but you know,
Hey,
I almost got a poor Traveler.
you
this
almost
morning.
feel like you don't blame them, especially if you're a fan. You don't blame them for buying it. No one's
Yeah.
buying a second bottle. No one.
Yeah.
That's
If
the
you
problem.
are, you're lying. It's not good. It's not good. Traveler.
Traveler.
It
Yeah.
is not good.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a gimmick.
Canadian
Yeah, it's a
whiskey
Buffalo
with
Trace
added color
gimmick.
and added flavor. It's
I'm
terrible.
out. I'm
So
out.
what do you
It's
guys
unfortunate,
sipping on with this cigar?
We went to the ILG.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you have?
Old
Same
Forester
thing?
Pit.
Same thing.
Okay, I've got the Elijah Craig. This thing is pairing absolutely perfectly with this cigar. Because you get the
I'll get a
sweeter
pour of that
notes
next.
the Elijah Craig, but it actually balances out the umami in the cigar. It's
Yeah.
so good together. Which I'm
Man,
sure
that
I'm sure
umami.
those are too.
That umami is, by the way, the best descriptor because it is.
It is.
heavy. What were you gonna say, Will?
I was going to point out that almost the banana-ish note on the Old Forester is pairing in with it and almost making it kind of sweet.
Oh, like a Bananas Foster almost.
Almost similar,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Man, I hate that because every time somebody pairs like umami with bananas, I always go to plantains because the two sweetnesses come
What's wrong with
together.
plantains?
I love.
There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not the like the consensus in the room. And then I'm like, oh, it tastes like plantains. They're like, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm like, well, you turned nerd, bitch.
You're a fucking nerd.
And nobody likes you. Sorry, Dr. J.
See, I would say right now on this cigar, we're probably talking about a solid medium plus.
It is way more tame than the Paul that
I
we just
agree.
smoked.
Yeah.
I would agree as well.
That saltiness on the tongue was wild. I've
Which
never had
actually
anything like
makes
that
sense
before.
because, he was Stan was talking about his clientele here, and the one we smoked before was a little bit more aggressive than what the clientele wants, so he went with something a little bit milder.
For their version too.
That makes total
Yeah.
sense why this should be a little
That's
milder.
amazing.
because
Yeah.
This is what they want.
Yeah,
And
that was a great smoke.
that
I almost wonder too how geographically, with the air, the salty air from the spray and everything else down here, if that doesn't draw through the cigar too.
That's
could.
what I wonder.
It could.
It's almost regional kind
It
of.
could.
Like if we get the same notes if we took these home and smoked them
True.
as we do here.
True.
Look,
a good call.
I get within 30
Are we
miles.
dragging corn sweat through it as
Yeah.
opposed to ocean spray?
Well, that's actually a great question. Like, do
Get
we
some
get
dusty
extra
corn.
sweetness or extra dustiness or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Just
Maybe we
I mean,
need-
look, you
maybe
can't
we need to all
stop the
get
air
one of
from
these
coming
and take
in,
them
right?
back and actually smoke it next to a cornfield in the heat.
There you go.
I'm just fucking with you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not real sure about that experiment.
Field
but
of Dreams
alright.
type shit, just walking out into the corn.
Here's what it is.
I'm sure
But
the
it does
farmers
make you
wouldn't
wonder,
like it.
how
It
long
does.
does this sit on the shelf before you actually pick it up?
Right.
How much does it pick up in the local area?
And I would assume a lot of people that come here probably buy these cigars. Maybe the milder one than this one. I don't know, but because this is their cigar.
Right.
Luke
Yeah.
Bryan's name's on it. You want to buy the cigar here.
Yeah.
But the regulars are probably not smoking these daily. They're smoking something else in the humidor.
Yeah.
I'd be curious that I wish we had a regular in here we could actually bring on the show and ask them questions.
grab
about
one.
these
They'd probably be hard to find.
I think they're all gone.
I'll say
No,
this guy looks like a
seriously.
business
We're
guy.
early.
Yeah.
It's so this location is obviously going to be different because it's Orange Beach, because it's at the wharf, and this is
Yeah.
a huge vacation destination. I mean, we're out of
Huge.
season right now. Season for here is actually dead summer, which seems really weird because nobody would be like, oh, vacation time in the dead summer, I want to go to Texas.
Yeah, but you don't have
you know,
New
like
Orleans
super.
or-
But
yeah.
the weather here, I've heard, is actually a little bit tamer than what
Yeah.
you think of as deep south. when you are on the beach, the humidity does not hit 100% all the
Nope.
time like it does in most of the deep south.
Nope.
And so a lot of people actually come from Texas during the summer
Yeah.
and come here to vacation.
To escape the humidity.
June, July, August, they
Well,
come here.
and even closer, we're 3 hours away from New Orleans. A lot of people come over here to vacation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because New
Oh,
Orleans
people come
is
from
just
Atlanta.
sweltering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you got a choice if you're in Atlanta. Like I can go over to the Carolinas, right? I can go to what are all the big places over there?
Where?
Outer Banks?
Hilton Head. and-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all that. Or about the same distance, you can come down
can't
to
see
the
this
Gulf
recording,
Coast.
Yeah.
And I will say that the culture in the Gulf Coast, Jimmy Buffett wrote a book with somebody a long time ago that I always enjoyed. It's just a bunch of fictional stories, but it's all Gulf Coast fictional stories.
Yeah, it's fine.
And I got to say that, you know, there is a distinct Gulf Coast culture here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
from New Orleans all the way over to about Panama City is probably about as far. Because after that, like I think you mentioned, like it's all rocky past there,
yeah.
right?
All
Everything
the
down
beaches,
till
yeah.
you get down to like the Clearwater, Tampa Bay area. You're pretty much just rock, and there's
Yeah.
only a few beach areas, and of course they've been hit by a couple hurricanes, 3 hurricanes this year,
Yeah.
or in the last I think 14 months. But this Gulf Coast area, the Creole, the Cajun, the just kind of down home folks. I mean, we heard Stan, it was sir all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I said, "Are you former military?" Nope.
Nope.
I'm just a
was
Southern
just
boy.
raised here,
I
yeah.
was just raised here. Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's, you know, there's just something to be said. The food, the experience, and who you meet and who you talk to. I just love the area. It's everybody here is just so grounded.
Yeah.
Really grounded.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
good time.
It is.
It's nice to just sit.
Yep.
I think that's I take that back. I think my favorite thing is probably just sitting. You guys know I don't sit still very well.
Ever.
Yeah.
Fidgeting
Yeah.
now. So
This
like
is the most I've ever seen you sit. Like, not the
sat on the
podcast, but
beach
like
for
the whole,
like
not so I mean the whole
24
like,
hours
week, yeah.
total. Like
Yeah.
Part of
since,
that's
since
because
Sunday.
he can't
Like,
get his ass up.
Right.
well, that too. Yeah, you know, when you go to bed at 3 a.m. after a night of hot tubbing and drinking,
Yeah,
you sit around for a while. But
you do. You do. But you're exactly right.
Yeah.
This is a place to come and just let
Yeah.
all that shit go.
we sit in the water. I mean, we go out in the water and we'll hang out. We'll
Yeah.
ride the waves for a little bit and
Take a
have a good
piss
time
break.
and
As,
take a pee
as
break.
JJ
and-
Gray says, this is a La Calusa kind of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a place you go to get back to reality. Not to escape it, to get there, to get right.
I love that.
Reality.
That's one of the things I think he says that is so key. He talks about, the everyone goes away and gets away to get away from reality. He's like, I get away to get to reality.
to
That's
reality.
right. You
Yeah.
got
I
it
love
wrong,
that. I
Hoss.
love
I'm not
that
escaping.
mindset.
I'm getting back right with
Yeah.
myself.
The only thing that they need to change in Alabama and Florida is fucking sports gambling.
Yeah, no roll
That's
tide.
for sure.
Hey,
No sports gambling in Florida and Alabama. Come on, state legislatures, get with the game.
I placed a bet last night and it went through.
What?
I think my phone thinks I'm still in Indiana.
Hell
Lucky
yeah.
you, man. Yeah, because
Oh, the
Avalanche.
Yeah, they won, didn't
and
they?
you won.
They won.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Scott.
Yeah, fuck the
Fuck the
Pens.
Pins.
The Pens were so good, 3-0, and now we're tied, and we started off 0-4.
Let's
So,
go.
just saying.
Yeah, fuck the
We
Pens.
love the Pens. They're great.
Yeah.
I know, it's sad I couldn't get
No, we
my
don't.
horse betting
No,
in
we
last
don't like
night.
them.
No, we don't like the Pens.
Oh man, it would have been nice to do some
know.
horse gambling. Yep.
I tried. That was what I logged into. I logged into my Twin Spires.
Oh,
I tried
that's
to place
true.
a bet. but-
FanDuel, I haven't checked that out.
They don't have a
Couldn't do
track
that.
here.
Yeah.
I know.
So that was one thing we learned
Yeah.
from, I think Gene said it, like if they don't have a track in the state,
Yeah,
you
there's
can't
nothing.
gamble
Yep.
on
Stupid.
horse racing.
So dumb.
yeah.
Let me be a degenerate on my own.
Yeah.
Let me make my own. My body, my choice.
This is our
My body, my choice.
man.
Right?
Wow.
Let's bring this into the limelight.
Hashtag MAGA.
My body, my
hashtag
choice.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Like just
Hashtag
whatever.
MacTards.
Kamala's gonna save the day. It's gonna be great.
You should have. So last night at Big Earl.
That's
He,
what's gonna make you fire up.
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
it. There it is. last night at Big Earl, he had 2 poems. One of them was for Kamala. It was a pretty lengthy one, you know. It's pretty lengthy. He had a good one for
Didn't
Joe
really
Biden.
say much, but
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
It's like-
so let's.
Joe Biden's was the
I
best.
I can
Joe
do Joe
Biden's-
Biden's song.
Yeah.
It was-
Imagine I'm strumming a chord. Well, The end.
That was it. That was his
That
song.
was the whole Joe Biden song.
Yeah. There was Scott said it perfectly. He was like, if you're easily offended, like this is not the place to go.
Do not
there
go
is
see
zero
Big Earl if you get offended.
Zero stones unturned.
I will say
literally
one thing.
0 stones.
We don't do politics here, but if anybody out there says Joe Biden is so eloquent, they're a fucking liar. I'm sorry.
It's about the only thing
sorry.
anybody
Totally
can agree
agree.
on.
If
At this
anybody
point,
says Donald Trump is amazing social media presence, they're a fucking liar.
That's amazing.
It's pretty
What else did
simple.
he say?
It's
What else
really
did he say? He
simple.
said something about there was, everyone else is like saying that the whole, government took credit for everything, and he was like, the only good thing about Trump is he's like, I did that.
Yeah.
I did it.
right, I did that.
I did it. I'm
I did
great.
that.
I have a huge penis.
Oh, the moon, 68? That
Yeah,
was me.
Got that.
Yeah,
I did
like
that.
Al Gore invented the internet, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I like
It was-
this song,
it
Build
was
That
funny.
Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Build
God.
that
We have
wall.
ladders.
We have ladders.
Had to play his own
Yeah.
Mexican because there were no Mexicans there last
Yes,
night.
there was no Mexicans
Yeah.
there. Otherwise, he would have got
Oh,
a Mexican
man, he
to
was a
say
funny
those
guy.
lines.
Oh, yeah.
We got a picture, wore our shirts, we had a good time.
Did we
Speaking
take,
of which, did we talk about the shirts?
We need to
we
talk
didn't
about
talk about the shirts at all.
should talk about
Will
shirts.
wants to talk about the shirts.
So, in preparation for the trip, we decided that we were going to do almost like a white elephant gift exchange type deal. Everybody was going to buy inappropriate T-shirts for whoever they drew in the pool. So we all buy each other shirts. We show up here, and shout out to Grant. He's wearing his today
Yep, right here. Right
because
here.
he wasn't available to participate. So he's in his shirt.
Every butt deserves a rub.
Yep,
So
yep.
we all brought inappropriate shirts for each other, and we all decided that when we went to go see Big Earl, we all had to wear them. Regardless of what they said, you had to wear it. Some of them were way better than others. Some people were a little shy. Some people had multiple options. You're lucky. You're welcome.
Eat a
But
dick.
Shout out, channel.
it went over really well. We got a lot of comments. We got a lot of people talking to us. Some 78-year-old lady tried to steal my pink cowgirl hat.
This was funny.
You knock her on her ass?
This was
You
funny.
knock her down on her ass?
No, she was the one up shaking her ass up on stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horseshoe competition.
She's the
finalist.
one that wanted to fucking take your hat.
Yeah.
Was the old lady?
Yeah.
When
The
you
one on
guys
the
went
right?
to go get food, she came over and was talking to me and Liesel.
Oh man.
Yeah. She tried to get me to text a picture to her phone numbers and stuff.
You know, Big
She
Earl-
saw the pineapple.
Big Earl brings out the old ladies that are willing to go a little crazy. You can tell, back when they were probably 20, 25, they lived.
He's got the best 2 inches of
They
pure death.
lived.
Pure
they
death.
Never
Yep.
stop
Pure
living.
No, they revert every now and then, right?
What do
They're
you say?
probably the most, just calm, even-headed back home. And they get out there and they're listening to Big Earl. Man, he had somebody a week ago when they had the full band, Big Earl and the Sexual Biscuits, and Janelle and I were there. And this lady who's got to be in her 70s, late 60s maybe, and she gets up and spins the wheel. By the way, the wheel has songs that he'd play. It's weighted so it always lands on "Show Those Big Titties," right? Always. She doesn't even wait for the wheel. She just turns around and just flashes her big old boobs, big old 70-year-old boobs right out there, man. And then he just about lost
She only had to
his
pull him
shit.
up over her belly button, though.
That was about it.
It was so
right
funny
there.
because the people that sat in the front were walking up as he started talking on the mic, and he watches this one lady walk up and he goes, "God damn, those are some big tits." He's like,
Before
"I'm
the
gonna
first
see those
song.
tonight." Even before the song, he was like, "You're going home with me."
Yep.
Yeah.
Those four
Yeah.
ladies were his skanks, and the ladies
Yeah.
over here were his hoes.
And some other ones were his bitches.
Yeah. Well, those were the Democrats in the corner.
Right.
Oh yeah, they left early.
By the way, if Big Earl says, "Is there any Democrats in the room?" I don't care if you are a hardcore Democrat.
Probably
don't raise
shouldn't raise your
fucking
hand.
Never.
Don't
If you
raise
ask
your hand.
any question, don't
That's
raise your
that's
hand.
gonna be it for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as he started singing YMCA, I don't know why I felt that one was calling me. I had to jump up and start dancing. And for some reason, he was like, "Why is this gay biker singing the YMCA?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
It was
Shit,
great.
you're stuck.
Like immediately, I was
Yeah.
labeled the gay biker.
That was it.
It was
the
better
rest
than the
of the
gay
night.
cowboy. We were half the
and then he
village
was
people.
the gay, yeah. So he stood up. He was like, "We're half the fucking village people." I was like, "Oh my god."
So I gotta say, I did think that Janelle had one of the better shirts for the night. Mm-hmm. Hairy flaps matter.
Yep.
Yep.
That was, it was
I
so
bought her a
funny.
backup because I knew that she was going to be a little
Offended.
on the fence about that one. So we have a little viral video clip of old Scott here.
Yeah, we'll get to it. He's telling the story.
Yep.
He's got a little viral video share between us one night when they were out having I think it was UFC night at your house.
The band.
And they got on the topic of
trombone.
playing instruments, and she said he couldn't play it anymore, so he busts out the trombone, plays a couple good notes, holds a nice solid vibrato, and promptly puts the trombone down and says, "There, see, eat a dick." And that became a quote. So her backup shirt was a nice in cursive, "Eat a dick," and that's what she wore under her Harry Flaps Matter shirt. So if anybody commented on her shirt, she just raised it up to the second shirt that told them all to politely eat a dick.
Yes.
So,
In cursive. It's
In
very
nice
polite.
cursive.
Yeah,
Love
Yes.
it.
Nobody under the age of 25 was able to read it.
Yes.
but
sorry, millennials,
Maybe
that wasn't
30.
for you.
that was not for you.
I'm not allowed to say my favorite line that he said last night, but
What can't you?
What?
we'll get to that one eventually.
All right.
Yeah,
We're
Big
in
Earl
mixed
leaves a
company
lot of-
now,
Big
so-
Earl does leave a lot of lines
Yeah.
that you're like, oh, I can't say that in public.
But he
Ever.
can.
And he does. And he absolutely does.
I can whisper it. This mic is close. I can whisper it. This guy walks in. A bunch of young guys walked in. I guess they were there for the next guy because the next guy was actually really good.
He
Tim,
was really
Tim
good.
something. Tim Honks. That wasn't it. It was like Tim O'Brien or something. Great dude. Bearded Music was his
His handle.
So look him up. Bearded Music. Solid dude. Singing some great songs. So I'm pretty sure all the younger guys were there for them. And they had the good Kentucky waterfall going on. So, they're wearing cowboy hats with mullets. And they're just chugging along having a good time. Well, this couple walks in right to the bar to order some drinks. And he very loudly on the mic goes, "Holy shit, we got a black guy in here. No dick measuring contest."
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's like everyone in there was just like, ha ha. He was, the guy was dying. It was,
I mean, come on.
that's the kind of thing that
If
just
you're
like
the
catches
black-
you off guard.
If you're
like,
the black guy in there and someone says your dick's longer than everyone else's, what are you going to do?
Own it.
You gonna
fucking
get mad?
off.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're just going
That
to
just-
own it.
that just made your night.
he just looked at him and went, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm stacked.
Well, you
get a
got the
couple
guy
free
on the
drinks
stage
that
saying,
night.
I got 2 inches of pure death. So he's
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck. Yeah. You're not
Whatever
wrong.
it takes.
So,
I was kind of surprised you didn't have any jokes about going back behind the Waffle House last night. Because the Floribama,
I've heard him.
you got the Floribama Lounge, right, which is and the Oyster Bar. That's like
Glare from the window.
that's the main like music location. There's like 4 music venues inside. The place is pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see why if you walk in there the first time, you're like, where do
I
fuck
go?
am
Oh, I had
supposed
no
to
idea
go?
where we were going.
You have to ask somebody like, where's the dome room? Where's the main bar? Where's the tent stage? Where's the beach stage? Where's this upstairs stage
Yeah.
at, right? And there's just bars everywhere. There's like 14 bars and 5 stages at this place. So it's absolutely huge. And then you go across the street and they got the Floribama package store, liquor store, right? And behind that, you got the Floribama Old River Grill, great restaurant, and you got the Floribama Yacht Club. And both of those, they bring in, I don't know if they bring in sand or they just have sand there, but there's sand down into the old river, which is what they call that section there. And boats come up during the day. Like during season, I mean, even during fall break, spring break, people are getting on boats and they're cruising around this big open bay area in the old river, and they just run their boats aground and come up and grab bushwhackers, right? In the middle of all this, somehow they bought all this land, and right in the middle, a fucking Waffle House. Like right there.
Also, they're gonna measure hurricane.
Right.
Yeah.
That's they actually do that.
Yeah.
Did you
If
know
the
that's
sign's
a
off,
real
if the
legit
sign's
thing?
off, they know it's time to evacuate.
Yeah, you got to evacuate if the Waffle House closes. That's how you determine if you got
I've
to leave.
seen it. Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
saw it.
so Big Earl normally talks about, I'm going to take you back behind the Waffle House. Yeah.
Right next to the dumpster.
Right next to the dumpster. That's it.
That was a great show.
It
Yeah.
was a great show. And the guy, T-Bone,
T-Bone before. Yeah, he
before
was great.
really good. Him
They were
and a couple of
satirical
his
too.
buddies.
They had some satirical stuff.
Yeah.
There's some older guys. I think he said he was 66,
66. The one
and
guy
then
was
Cowboy
70.
was 73.
He said he only did 7 years in the fadal penitentiary, so.
Yeah, but that was early
That was a
on.
long time ago.
That was a long
that was
time
a long
ago.
time ago.
That's where he learned his skills.
Right.
Yeah,
That's where he got all his
But they were
stories
jamming,
from.
you know. They were just, you know, little string band, just playing along, having a good time. while
We've
we were
seen
fighting
some
for a
really
table.
good live music down here.
Dude, yeah, I mean, like that's
So far, everywhere we've been has been amazing. We've
Yeah.
had great music, great food, great people, other than the lazy river.
fuck you, TJ.
TJ,
Yeah.
you little
Yeah,
bitch.
you
Eat a
bitch.
dick.
But other than that, wonderful time.
It's a great place. I hope you guys have enjoyed being down here.
Oh,
This was,
Been a
you
good
know, this
time.
is something that Janelle and I have always loved coming down here, and we get a chance to share it, and people come down and enjoy it. My sister and her husband have come down here with us. My other sister has come down here with their kids, and we've always had a fantastic time in this area.
My wife left with yours. I'm not really sure where she went.
They
She's
went to the
going-
dog store.
Oh, okay, that's it. Yep.
that's why we got more time to
She
smoke another
just
cigar.
she just said I need money.
Oh, and the newlyweds
Oh,
came
okay.
down.
Well, I thought
What else
you
we
was-
got?
Newlyweds.
TAA.
Yelling them.
Oh, TAA.
Yeah, that's right.
So we
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about we went to Harbor last year to
Espinosa.
buy out the TAA. So the 2024 TAA was announced yesterday. Tyler Jones shared it. Shout out Tyler.
Tyler.
This one is a Connecticut broadleaf with Habano filler, which is going to be different.
yeah.
But the best part about it is that they're calling it Shikaka.
Shakaka.
Shikaka.
Oh, Chicago.
Shikaka. Yes.
Chicago.
Not to be confused with the Great White Bat
Yeah.
from Ace Ventura.
Whatever.
Two.
Yeah.
Apparently, they have white bats. That's a fictional thing, by the way. There is no Shikaka. But,
The
great white bat.
Cigar.
I mean, there is now, but
It's all good.
there are white bats apparently in the region where they're getting this tobacco from, which is why they called it Shikaka.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
that was the explanation on the article that
So
I read
guano.
yesterday. So, guano?
Guano. That's
Yeah.
that shit.
That's bat shit. That's what my first thought was like, oh my God, it was just like bat shit aged tobacco.
No,
It's
people
like-
are going to go batshit crazy.
There you go.
There you go.
My mind went to the monkey shit coffee. And I was like,
Luwak.
Hey.
did the bats eat the tobacco
Yeah.
and then shit it out and then they rolled
It's
it
the
into a
Kopi
cigar?
Luwak of cigars.
Strange little historical fact here. Just pulling something out. That is why we have so much territory in the Pacific Ocean. Because of bird shit.
Bat shit? Oh, bird
Not
shit.
just bats, but all bird shit. Because before we came up with a way to create fertilizer, it was all about
It was all
collecting
imported.
bird shit. And we started taking over islands in the late 1800s, early 1900s in the
For tropical
Pacific.
birds.
Because all the birds would go out on these rocky islands and they would shit out there. And so they would send people out and they would get sick and
Solid
die.
plan.
Like it was a terrible job to have. But they would go out there and work and collect bat or bird shit, and they'd ship it back to the U.S.
Because it
and
was
use that as
easier to
fertilizer.
scrape it off the rocks than it was to get it
Nice.
from anywhere else.
Yeah,
The more you know.
Yeah.
The
that's
more
it.
you know.
Yeah, which eventually led to our, domination of the Pacific Ocean, which led to Japan being pissed, and
Yeah,
then
fuck
all
you,
World
England.
War II.
All I'm looking at is this wall over here. It looks like bird shits all over the wall.
Kind of does. I don't think that's actually the case, but
It sure looks like it now.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Seagull guano.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was not in the notes.
Okay, what else you got?
But in PCA news, they let us know that as of July 1st, I think it was, as a retailer, we're required to ID everybody under 30.
Under
Under
30.
30.
Wow.
Bumped it up
Okay.
to 27, I think. So we're collecting birthdays
Yes.
in our database
To store.
for this reason.
So what she's saying, I don't know if you can hear this or not.
Yeah,
Probably
we got
can't
it.
hear
Yep.
it or not. Can you hear her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're good. Never mind.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna collect birthdays, and we will eventually do a birthday reward.
Cool.
But right now, we're just in the data
Collecting so you don't, yeah. That's crazy. That's a
So
big
make
bump.
sure to report your birthday. You might be able to get something.
Actually, this is a good idea. So maybe I can start getting BTAC shit, and then every time, I'll just buy a bunch of Fireball, and your birthday you get a shot of Fireball.
Oh, that's a great plan.
No.
Why are you going to why are you going to torment people? on
Rob's
their
trying to
birthdays?
lose customers.
It's
Sorry,
your special
sorry.
day.
Yeah.
Don't.
Be liked by people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
So-
Fine, we'll do Fireball
What,
cigars.
you only
then.
want
It's
Dr.
fine.
J to sit there and drink Dr. Pepper and Fireball all day?
Jay.
That's your only client.
So if you do
You're
come to
right.
the lounge, make sure you sign up for the rewards program.
Yes.
Put your birthday in the system, and then if he decides to give you Fireball,
No.
you know where it came from.
Lisa will take care of you.
We are not
Hey.
getting Fireball.
We're never, ever,
I do have-
ever going to
I
get
do
Definitely
have
sign
two
up for the
questions.
rewards program.
So one, when are we getting a membership program?
It's
As soon as it's available on our platform.
still not
Okay, so
It's not ready yet. We're
So when
hoping
the
it'll be
platform's
ready
ready.
Stay
before
tuned.
the first of the year.
Stay tuned.
That's our goal.
and then when are we gonna get whiskey flights?
These fucking boards. These whiskey flights.
If you're not watching on the...
If you're not watching on YouTube, Rob is definitely flipping me off right now.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like only like 14 months ago. Hey, Scott, could you drill these things out? Yeah, I got you, man. No problem.
Scott said, drilling wood? I'm in.
I can drill wood all day long.
Our
We're
dinner
getting
reservation
close.
Is in.
I thought she said
We got
no
time.
reservation.
We
No,
don't
we got
have a
time.
reservation.
Have a sip.
No, but shut up.
We don't have a reservation.
She's on her way.
She
We got
was,
time.
She was tagged to our location.
We're good.
So
She's coming here.
she's on our time.
We're having dinner with Lisa's sister. I'm excited to meet her. What's her name, Lisa?
Amy.
Amy.
Shout out, Amy.
Shout out to Amy.
Shout out.
Cheers. I went to the dog store unattended.
I see that.
Yeah, we were aware.
You shouldn't be allowed to do such a thing.
Let's do an over/under on the cost.
She wasn't
Ooh,
attended. She
okay,
was
all right.
assisted.
Rob.
312.
Oh, I was going to
I'm
say
gonna say about-
175.
No, I'm gonna go like 225.
89.
92.
178.
Don't remember. Hang on.
Oh my God!
Fuck you! What's
roll.
her drink? What was the drink?
By the way, if you want to talk about terrible
Hold on.
production, that's the
Wait.
example of terrible production.
We got.
You got a cup?
Oh,
got a
my
camera
boy.
roll. We got a lobster.
Oh, I love the
Oh,
lobster.
there you
Look
go.
at that.
Okay, I need to revise it because I'm looking at this stuff. It's not $312.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised,
Well,
Rob.
I don't know. It's
We
tourist
got
town.
an octopi.
Octopus is
Let's
good.
see. Let's figure it out. See.
We got
30,
a bag that she was supposed to put our shit in so that we didn't use the bag.
55,
This is for you, Liesel. We got a Barkweiser.
65.
We were gonna get a
for
bark
you to
claw,
play
but
with.
it
Yeah, I was
wasn't
gonna
worth
say.
it. We had a bark claw, but it was only lime flavored. We didn't want one of those. We have a turtle.
This section of the show, as usual, brought to you by Spencer Lee's.
Yep.
Sorry. Welcome.
I'm up to
And then this whole
$72.99.
ass bag is full of dog treats because I told her that
That's,
one wouldn't fit for
10 bucks?
Bowser. She said, "Cool,
$7.99.
go get 4 more." I was like, "But
I'm gonna
what?"
say-
She was like,
I'm gonna say-
"Okay, go get 5.
$82.97.
Okay. New guess.
I still think it's 110.
Do it again."
Okay.
I'm gonna go 90,
82.97, 110,
94.
94.
86.
Do better.
Do better.
45.
Do better.
135.
114.99.
Rob's close.
Yes.
117.82.
She might have it now.
121.
And we ended up with.
128.63.
Oh,
I got it. Yeah.
160.
128.63.
Yeah,
She said 121.
that was close.
Oh, she said 121. She got it. Yeah.
I win.
This long.
We all got like 4 guesses. It's great.
We have about 2 inches of death
All right.
left.
2 inches of depth left.
20 minutes.
All right.
got like 3.
Sit down for a second,
I'm
babe,
gonna
please.
go walk back to the store.
So,
Hey, Will. I've got like 8 inches left. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that what you tell her?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course you
So-
tell them that.
so
would
we've
you
got
not say
dinner
that?
reservations with Lisa's sister tonight. So we're gonna go meet up with them and have dinner at a good place that's overlooking the inlet here.
GT's on the bay.
GT's on the
GT's
bay.
on the
That's where we're
bay.
going. So
There's really not many bad
Wait,
places.
she's got one more thing.
Last note, I don't know if it is supposed to be
It's fine.
board side tattoo.
Board side tattoo.
oh, that was a note from Christina last night.
Christina's.
Are we
Yeah,
doing
so
it?
that's our tattoo veneer that we're gonna get on
All
Friday.
right.
Yeah. So the,
So that
the waitress
started-
we had last night.
That started
was,
with Liesel.
Yeah.
She has to have a tattoo veneer.
Yeah.
While we're
I'm
here.
down.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So we're all getting full tramp stamps.
No.
We're all getting tramp stamp tattoos
Tramp stamp
as
tattoos,
a souvenir
yes.
for our trip to Orange Beach.
No,
Yeah.
we're not.
And we're all going topless the next day.
No.
Saying.
That's the game
We're
plan.
burnt enough. Or crop top. Mind your business.
So we're gonna go to dinner. We're gonna have some more drinks. We're gonna finish these cigars, but I think
One
we
last
should,
thing I do
yeah,
want to bring
we
up.
should wrap
One
up.
last
So
thing.
Yep. So one last thing, I just want to shout out to my daughter and her new husband.
shout out Casey and
We're
Adele.
down here last week.
Yeah, Adele and
And Casey.
Casey.
They came down last week, right, and had their honeymoon down here.
Just got married a week ago.
She did. She got
Yep.
married just over a week ago. It was
About
a week ago Saturday.
Yep.
and wish them nothing but the best in their happy marriage together.
Cheers.
Yeah.
They're pretty
Absolutely.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out
Love
Adele
the
for.
Shout out to Adele, because if
love it.
Adele wasn't at my house right now taking care
We
of
wouldn't
the
be
dogs,
here.
Right,
I would
right.
be
Adele
here, so
is taking care of the dogs.
half of this bag.
Gus
was
and
for
Howard,
Bowser,
so
and
there you
Gus.
go. And
Yeah, shout out
uh,
Weekend Mom. Appreciate you.
make sure
Yeah.
if you're looking for a great vacation, Orange Beach, Alabama, Gulf Shores area.
Great time.
Honestly, even the other side of Pensacola, which is Destin, Fort Walton, all the way over to
Yeah.
Panama City. If you
Just don't
haven't
go to
been here-
Mississippi.
Yeah.
And don't go
Correct.
to a lot of the areas during spring break or fall break. Just
Now's
No,
the time.
come on.
This
Honestly,
is the
fall
time.
break
This
down
area
here
is
is
not
pretty
bad.
great. Fall break is awesome.
if you get to
down here.
Pensacola
If
or
you need
Panama
a dog
City, it's a
sitter,
shit show.
I got you.
Yeah, hit up Adele. Let us know.
And
As long
definitely,
as long as we don't have her boat.
if you're in Panama City, if you're in Orange Beach, make sure you hit up Shore Thing Cigars.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'll post a link to their website and all
Really
their hours.
appreciate them hosting us today.
He might.
Great guys.
Great
Great
location.
guys. Thank you to.
I mean, come on, Luke. We need you on the
Yeah.
show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Come
Luke.
on, Luke.
Luke Bryan.
Please tag Luke
We'll
Bryant.
make sure and
But
tag
where
Luke
is Shay?
Bryan. What's that?
We're promoting Luke.
We don't know. We check out Shay.
Shea White Music.
Shay White Music.
And Yeah Probably. Yeah, Probably the band.
Definitely
Shout out
check out
Carl.
the places. Look, if you come down here, visit all of the places we've talked about. They're great places. We love it down
Well,
here.
it sounds like Shay and what's his name?
Carl.
Carl. Those two are at Wolf Bay
Every Monday.
every Monday.
Every single Monday.
Just one day a week.
That's Sunday, Monday,
Well,
Tuesday.
both
Carl
of
is
them.
there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So if you're on vacation, go on Monday. See the two of them together. They're phenomenal.
They're so good.
so good.
Yeah.
They take
yeah.
requests.
They
They
do.
do.
And
A lot.
definitely when you're
Money
down
helps.
here, look, this is a vacation town, so tip
Yeah.
your people, take care
Please.
of them.
Very
okay?
well, yeah.
If
yeah.
you come to the cigar lounge here, buy a cigar here, buy a drink here, make sure and enjoy it.
Tip your bartender.
Yep.
If you
yep.
take care of them, they'll take care of you. Trust us.
That's-
We've had a
yeah.
great
And
time.
I will
down
say
here.
also, one of the things that what's his name?
Stan.
Stan, thank you. Stan had said is like, oh, if you need to bring your cigars in there,
I didn't even.
don't ever freaking take your own cigars into a cigar lounge, no matter where you're traveling. Buy from them.
Yeah.
That's how they stay in business. Is
Yes.
you coming here,
Take
enjoy
cigars
their
with you,
place,
but
grab
buy.
cigars there.
Buy local.
Buy the drinks. Come out here and relax. This is a great place.
Just enjoy.
I didn't even look. I didn't
That's
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
You never know.
yeah.
You might find your new favorite.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
by the way,
Yeah.
you also might find some new favorite friends, some locals in
Exactly.
the area. You never know. It could lead to great things.
Hey, with
You know,
all the
that's-
liquor we got in this, we're gonna make a lot of friends tonight.
That's
Yeah.
for sure. That's for sure. And,
True.
and obviously, we try to replicate this whole environment down here every day at Final Third Cigar and
Yep.
Whiskey Lounge.
Yep.
If you find yourself in Indianapolis, make your way out to Ingles, a few minutes outside of Fishers.
If you're an indie, just GPS it.
I love
And,
the
yeah.
GPS
Trust me,
it.
Flat Grant.
You're
Yeah.
not driving.
Well,
I'm
you'll
not
get to
driving.
see
I don't
full
have to
grant,
drive.
actually.
But I will
I
say,
know.
we're close. We're close to everywhere in Indy. It's
Yeah.
not that far away. So come
Get
on.
out, get out of downtown.
Whatever town.
Come out and enjoy.
Yeah, and whatever town you're in, visit your local shop.
Yes.
Visit the local lounges. Go out and meet people. Have a good time. That's what this is all about. Thank you, Stan, for being on the show.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Really enjoyed Stan being here. He did great.
Yes.
He was
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you, Shore Things, for
Thank you,
hosting us.
Shore
Yeah.
Thing,
Yeah.
very, very much.
Absolutely.
I
Luke,
think
can't wait till you're on
Thank
the show.
you for the
Yeah.
sun going down.
Yeah.
It's nice
it's a little
out
cooler
here
now. Yep.
Yeah.
Got a little blindy in the windows there
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah.
But other
Luke,
than that,
if you ever want to have a cigar, you're coming to the show, going to do a show
Come
up
on,
there
Luke.
in at Deer Creek. We still call it Deer
Deer
Creek.
Creek.
Yes.
But in Noblesville, Indiana, you're always welcome
Let's
at
see.
Final Third.
Yes,
We'd
come hang
love
out
to
with us.
host you. We won't broadcast or anything.
Put on a
You can
cowboy
come up
hat.
and-
No one will know it's you.
Yeah.
It's
Yep,
fine.
yep, seriously, you'll be all right.
we'll just think you're one of Grant's friends.
Exactly.
That's right.
Grant will cream all over himself when he shows up.
All right.
right.
We got reservations. Rob, where can they
All right.
find you at?
You can find me anywhere at Final Third Cigar.
Find me at Scotty D Smokes.
I'm hidden everywhere.
Everywhere.
This will is
Yeah.
not social.
You can find me at Spencer Lee's, both divisionals, and don't forget to follow the Final Third podcast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening,
Cheers,
guys.
everybody.
It's been a great time.
Cheers, everyone.
And cheers to Shore Thing.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Great
Cheers.
time. Cheers.